And we're live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fans of Power. I am Joe Amato, and I'm here with Tyler Baker, Nathan Kennedy, and Rebecca McDonald. And starting off a little different, obviously, from this, if you've seen the intro, yesterday, a really good friend of ours, and, he's been in the He-Man community for a long time, and She-Ra, Michael Bell, he unexpectedly passed away yesterday. And I've known him, I think, maybe 6 years, through Facebook, and he started watching the podcast, and I think it was when it was just Tyler and myself, and he had nothing but always kind and nice things to say. He loved, he would catch the replays in the morning and stuff because he was it was UK time where he lived, so like this time now was too late, so he couldn't watch us. Sometimes though he'd catch it like if we do an early episode with James E. Talk or something, and but I mean, the guy was one of the nicest guys you'd ever know. I'd never heard him say a cross word about anybody. He loved all of us in different ways. I would talk with him frequently on Facebook and messages and video calls, and he'd sometimes have his nephew there at the house, and I could just hear him, his nephew in the background, and uh, I'm sorry if I can't really transition too much. I thought I was going to handle it pretty good because I wanted to start off, but he was a really great guy, and it just shows, try to treasure everybody in your life, friends, family, maybe, some you haven't talked to in a while or something. And if you had just a petty disagreement, you never know what happens in life and where it's going to take anybody. And he was a great man, and it was just very unexpected. And prayers to him, his family and everybody. And I'll pass it to anybody else, but you'll be missed, Michael. We love you, man.
I know that he messaged Tyler quite frequently. Now, I hadn't personally spoken to him. I actually looked up messages yesterday. It had been over 2 years, but there was one that I wanted to read because at the time, this is when I started changing visually what the show looked like. It was more like OBS focused and doing all that stuff. So what was it that he said? Thank you for producing another awesome show. You are making the quality shit hot, mate. Thank you for keeping the show alive. I think this was also too when we were starting to get back into the groove of really churning out episodes because I think not too long prior to that, I think it may have been 2019. I don't know. Times different, but I that's when Tyler had left, and then we weren't doing the show at all, and then Joe and I started doing the show again, and then Tyler came back. So I think it was like around that time that we had really started hitting a stride and changing everything. But I know that he would always hit Tyler up too. He said that you got a message from him like not that long ago,
right? Excuse me. Yeah, right after we did our House of Shakoti commentary, he hit me up the next day, like while I was at work. And it was, as always, a very complimentary voice message. I actually went back and listened to it again yesterday after when Nathan texted me and told me the news. And it was definitely, it's shocking because he certainly was probably the one that I can think of that was the most vocal and verbal about his support for the podcast, like for the longest time, especially towards me. Like he would always, tell me, what he liked or how open I was or how blunt I was about things or certain points that I would say that he agreed with a lot, and I'm not praising the guy because he agreed with me. He just went out of his way to say, I agree with you, Tyler, and don't let, people who get upset with you, don't let them. He's like, just continue to keep. And that was something he made a point to say often was like, people would get pissed off at things that I would say, and he was like, don't ever stop being so blunt and honest about how you feel because he really felt how my perception of He-Man is the same he shared too, and he went as far as to, and he said this a couple of times, but in this last message, I'm going to say this, and I better not hear anybody leave any negative comments about anything after this episode because I'm going to push Nathan to remove it. If there's anything negative that you have to say about me, save it for the next episode. Okay.
I don't
But
think that's happened at all. Like,
no, but it just anybody who wants to bitch and moan about my views on stuff, whatever. All right, save it for the next episode. Okay, leave it, negative free for 1 week. Not that we worry about that too much, but he made a point to say that he considered me a hero of his. I'm just a regular guy. I'm talking about He-Man once a week, but I thought it was really cool, and he said that a few times, and that was one of the last things I heard him say, is that he looked to me as like one of his heroes, and I'm not sure why. I never asked. I just really appreciated that he didn't have to say those kinds of things, and
if I would have known that, I'm gonna be like, dude, what are you thinking?
well, of course you would have. You're the heel on this podcast, as much as what other people may think. But it was really appreciated, and I thanked him emphatically for his appreciation for our House of Cody commentary, and thanked him again so much. I sent him my own voice message too back to him about thanking him for his constant support. He always has nothing but the nicest thing to say about the podcast, the content. Definitely one of the most loyal supporters of our efforts in our entire time doing this podcast. Like, I know people have come and gone. There's some people listen to us for quite a while, but Michael is the one I can think has probably been with us the longest, at least that I can remember. So God bless him and his love and passion for He-Man and She-Ra and his support of this podcast.
Well said, sir. I don't. Joe, did you wanna pass along the chat room and see who all's in the chat?
Yeah, I'll check the chat. I was gonna say one other thing. Is like, we have this episode already, planned for, and
yeah, we should also lay the groundwork for this one, Joe.
Well, technically, actually, last week after Joe bailed, which I loved hearing Joe giggle so much at Rebecca's lack of acting last week.
Rebecca she had me.
But there was this one part where he just let out this infectious giggle. I mean, where he was leaning back and he just kind of leaned forward and just giggled.
Oh yeah, you're talking about when he farted, right?
I did
somewhere around there. Yeah,
it was my chair. I swear it was my chair.
Actually, I went through with I have the evidence here that Joe, you did in fact fart last week.
No, it was the chair.
And we'll go ahead and we'll cut to that clip right now.
Okay.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Adam Gabbard won $25. He won a $25 gift card because he was Pro Amato at a sports bar. Just want to throw that out there.
Joe farted.
I think he did.
Oh!
You're gonna throw up.
He sounds like the Joker in '89 when he's when he reveals his face and walks up the steps. All right, let's.
I acted.
Broken.
My Tritter's arm out, and then I reacted to that.
See? Oh, God, that's what I wanted.
You're gonna be like one of those directors that literally torture his leading actors.
Oh, yeah, we got new Stanley Kubrick over here.
And I'm acting as Stanley Kubrick. So holy shit, that's good.
Yeah. We're fucking killing ourselves here. She's like all crying and shit.
Go Chad.
Yep. Okay, Rebecca.
Hey all, happy Halloween. It was good to see everyone in good spirits.
Nathan, cut.
I just smashed the shit on my shit.
Damn, I'm going to get a scene right with her whether it kills me or not.
I really beat the shit out of my stomach.
All right.
See? There you go.
I knew that was going to happen.
Oh
Rebecca had some perfect reaction. She went, oh.
Yeah. Oh. So there it is. Proof indeed that Joe did shit himself last week.
Oh, leave it to Grim.
I was waiting for that.
Good God Almighty! I didn't expect all that stuff. It isn't weird.
Oh, whatever. You knew that was coming the minute we said you farted.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know what was going to happen, especially that point. No, thanks for that, Grim. That was insane.
That wasn't grim, man. That is forensic audio science that proved that you shit yourself last week.
Oh my God,
he had nothing to do with it.
And see, that's something that at least Michael, I know would have loved and appreciated that. And that was the thing is this episode. At first, I was thinking, God, I don't know if I can crap on this episode that we're going to be talking about of She-Ra because it's one that I despise. but I know Michael loved it.
Wait, do
And
you,
but
do
I
you despise the episode or do you
well,
despise?
we'll get to it.
Wait,
Trust me, Rebecca.
well,
we
Oh
will
no
get
no
to
no
this,
no
but
no no! Because I remember like after you left, I told Rebecca like she's like we should do a She-Ra. I said, oh, we should do the Laughing Dragon in, and we were like oh well Joe hates that episode.
Yeah, and I
And I
messaged
do-
Joe because Joe was like, "What are we doing this week?" I'm like, "Well, actually, they picked Laughing Dragon," and he was like, Joe's words to me were, "What did you say exactly?" Oh wait, oh for fuck's sake, do they hate me?
yeah,
That
'cause I just do
was
not
a
like this
direct
episode.
quote.
So, and I know Michael loved it, and I was like, man, I'd feel bad if I shit on it, but you know what? Michael loved about how real we
would've-
were.
he
with
would've
every
wanted honesty,
episode.
man.
He would want it being honest. So
He
I'm
would
just-
want you to shit on it, Joe.
So shit
Yeah,
away, Joe. Shall we play the
Yeah,
clip
shit.
again?
Shit on the
No.
episode like you shit yourself.
Exactly. So this, like I said, this is dedicated to Michael. I know that he'll be watching us. He's going to be watching us, and he's going to appreciate what we do. No matter what. This is how it would have been all the time. So, but oh yeah, exactly. No butter stains, no nothing. I printed off a new mask.
It's still
I don't
early.
have-
Oh, nice.
Yep, I don't have to keep adjusting. Everything every 5 seconds. But
I mean, we have an hour and a half. There's plenty of time. For
What
to
have you
get
got in
your
there now that's
juices.
keeping it from moving
nothing.
around?
No, that's what's weird. It's nothing. The other
Oh.
mask, since it was for so long and it was a different paper stock, it was starting to deteriorate and it was starting to form onto my face.
You
and
should
that's
have
why I was
just
hurting
kept
my-
wearing it, and it
Oh.
just gradually melts off of you.
Or it kind of like morphs into
Like
his
J-
face, like
like
it
Jason.
becomes a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Jason, where it embeds itself in its skin.
No, it literally was doing it. For some reason, it was just melting on this side of my face, so it was just shoving in my eyeball. So now, it's all good. But
Well, speaking
I'm
of
gonna-
Jason, real quick, Joe, what do you think about Peacock doing a prequel series of Friday the
Ugh.
13th?
well, the thing is,
Wait, I
when
have
we
not heard
first
about that.
Yeah,
when they
it dropped
first
the news this
announced
week.
it, they said that
Good
it
luck
was
with that.
probably.
Rebecca's like, oh, all right.
Well, here's the weird thing: when they
And
first
Joe's like, well,
announced
it's free, so I'll watch it.
Yeah, but no, I mean, like I said, when they first announced it, they made it sound like it would have nothing to do with Jason himself, though, because of all the crazy rights that it might be just a prequel involving his mother. But they just found out, they said they have the rights to do anything they want because as a TV series, it's separate from the movie license. So they said they can use the name Jason Voorhees. They can use the hockey mask. They can do everything and anything they want. And I was
But
like,
there'd
now
be no
that...
point in using the hockey mask. Like, if you're doing a prequel
Well-
series, there should be
Right.
no reference to any of the
Where would
films.
that come
that's
from?
what. Well, again, that's when it switched up as well. Now they were saying almost not really a prequel, but just a way of just telling the stories again or in a different way, but using any
great.
material they want. Like they could
Nah.
show stuff from,
What
like
a
they
crock
could show
of
it as
shit.
before Jason, then with Jason. Either way, I'll see where
There's
it goes
no-
because
there-
if it
all
goes
right,
on for
all
season,
right. I mean, it's like
Cut,
initially,
cut,
like,
cut.
Yeah. Stop. You know, there's not much of a story to tell other than if you're going to have, maybe 8 episodes of Jason and his mother at camp, him being picked on or disregarded.
Well, that's what I
maybe
mean. It might not all focus completely on that. They could just
Then
like
what's
how
the
they
point
did
of
with
even
some of the
doing it?
movies.
Because it's not like Camp Crystal Lake has anything else going on for it. Like, there's nothing else supernatural or weird about the location.
I would have
It's
to
just
link you to see what they
Jason.
were talking about. They either way they made it sound like yes, they could give almost like how like the 2009 reboot showed the quick flashback of what happened, and then boom, they get to this. There could be an episode that could focus on something in the past, but then it could be in the present with Jason as an adult. We still
isn't
ain't
it
sure
all-
how it's going.
It's
Yeah,
all
but that-
Victor Miller, right? Victor Miller's the main, and he doesn't like Jason. So
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
expect
plus
Jason
he's
to
wait,
be in
been
it
on
at
the
all.
film.
I'm not
too,
kidding. You
so-
have to see what they said. It's completely changed from what people thought. It sounds like everything is different. So I don't know
Is
in
that
what
a good
direction
thing or
they
a bad thing?
That doesn't sound like a good idea to
a
begin
lot-
with.
multiple seasons. They said if it was hot and it kept going multiple seasons, we could keep focusing on certain things, different sets of campers, whatever it may be. But Nathan's checking right now, but it is
But-
different than they first said.
All right. I will let me move this over here so I'm not like stretching my neck over this way. This comes from comingsoon.net. I don't know if
I used to
this is
rely
a-
on them back in high school.
All right, so maybe it's still a reputable source. Let's see. Following the surprise announcement of a Friday the 13th prequel series at Peacock, more information on just what content will be allowed in the series has come to light. When the series was initially announced, fans wondered just how much of the Friday the 13th world could be used, specifically due to the ongoing legal battle between the original film screenwriter Victor Miller and Sean Cunningham, the director of the first film. For those unaware, Miller won the rights to the first movie's script and characters, but not the title itself or the iconic look of the hockey mask wearing slasher Jason Voorhees. According to the Crystal Lake showrunner Brian Fuller on a recent episode of the King Cast podcast, despite what fans may have initially thought, the team behind the upcoming prequel series can use whatever they want for the show. And here's the quote from him. Everything. We can use everything. We can go to hell. We can go to space. That's not to say we will do those things, although if we do go 10 seasons, okay, I will be lobbying hard to go to space, Fuller joked. A24 and Mark Toberoff, who is Victor Miller's lawyer, have beautifully and excruciatingly assembled all the Friday the 13th rights. As a streaming series, we have the rights to do everything underneath the Friday the 13th umbrella. The movie rights are a completely different thing. They are tied up at New Line and are super, super messy and probably won't be untangled anytime soon. But as far as us chickens in the television industry roost, we should have access to anything and everything that Friday the 13th has done up until this point. Fuller also gave fans a small hint on what to expect from the series, saying it was less of a prequel series and more of a pre-remakeable series, whatever that might end up meaning.
Oh my
Despite the
God.
uncertainties surrounding the plot of the project, the fact that Crystal Lake apparently has full use of any and all Friday the 13th rights will be music to fans' ears and make the future of the iconic horror franchise much brighter as a result. I doubt it.
Lovely.
So,
Is it
Yeah.
gonna be one of those weird, like the Ghostbusters remake? What they don't know what they wanted to make it a remake or a prequel. The one with the women in it. I don't remember what it was called.
the one with the women in
What
it.
was it?
I think they all had women.
The all female Ghostbusters that came out in 2016.
I didn't hear you say
Oh,
Ghostbusters.
I didn't hear you say
I thought
Ghostbusters
like
either.
the all Friday the 13th and all the women.
Oh
I'm
no,
like,
sorry.
what
I
are you
thought it
talking
was
about? Oh God!
like
I'm
that
sure-
one where they
That
didn't
must be
know if
where-
they wanted it to be like a sequel or a remake. They were like, it's
Oh,
somewhere
I
in
didn't-
between.
They didn't,
It's
It
here.
didn't
just
make any
trying to say
sense.
anything to get people to be positive about it. And Paul Feig failed at that one.
God forbid you
You
say
know.
Well,
something
like I
bad
said,
about it.
either-
You're sexist, despite how shitty it was.
That was just a bad movie. It was just a bad movie.
Oh God. I still want to go after them for what they did to that franchise, and they're not doing it much better. But this doesn't sound like a very good idea. I initially thought, like, if you're going to tell like a mini series of like building up to the drowning of Jason as a boy, that might be kind of cool. I wouldn't expect it to be really, really great, but you know.
But I mean, what's that going to focus on more? Just the counselors and their lives that summer, more
but
so over
that's the
Jason,
thing,
or like,
because it's like there's not a whole lot really to tell unless you're really going to expect people to care about a bunch of made-up camp counselors that all they're really there is to get killed, but like maybe the following year after Jason drowns in the lake.
yeah.
Or around that same summer or something like that.
It also goes the whole thing. I'm like, well, if it focuses on him being abnormal and getting picked on and all that stuff, like then you're humanizing him in a way that it's just something I don't want to. It's
Going
like
into the Rob
Michael
Zombie.
Myers all
Michael
over
Myers,
again.
yeah,
you know?
if you start
It's just
like
too
we-
much. Like we
like
know
if
what
we wanna see
happened.
Jason talking with his mother, like we see him
Yeah.
as this mute character all this time, and now we're going to see him talking and having emotions and doing all these things. That's like, you know, I can't even imagine. Well, maybe Joe would probably like, you know,
Joe would
Hey,
eat it up. Joe would be like, "This is the
I
best
can relate
thing
to
ever."
that. I talk too.
Unless you know Jason ends up having a protege, then like all bets are off with Joe. He can't.
Oh dear God! Let me try to get the chat. It's going to be hard, but yeah, proteges. Fedmon, Zentron, McDJ, Casey Duncan, Pride of Grayskull. This one's going to take a while though.
Take your time, Joe.
Yeah.
Take your time, got any
Take your time. Got any questions? I like
Yeah.
peanut butter.
Chris Carter, Eric Sanchez, Brian Brummagem, Grimbot. That was a good video, Grimbot. I appreciate that.
I'm telling you, he had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he had a birthday yesterday too.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
happy
sorry.
birthday.
I'm sorry I missed that and didn't send you a message, man. Happy
told you.
belated
Really,
birthday.
it is? I'm sorry,
French
I'm
are
not.
assholes.
He drives me nuts. Rebel Wookie, JSP, Jenny Q. I love Jenny Q. Let me keep scrolling. What? Why did everybody laugh?
I love Jenny Q. Well, anyway.
Ah,
I do. I love her. Havoc.
What about me? Don't you love me?
Yeah, I love you too. I love
bullshit.
Rebecca. I love Nathan. I love Jenny in a different way. Jordell Fresh Breeze, Papa Hut
All right.
69.
That'd be kind of weird.
No, not really. No, Havoc Staff.
Joe's got him a girlfriend.
I know.
You give her like a ring pop
May-
for like, you know, the.
That is. That's what I'm probably gonna have to
Joe
give her.
gives her the stump of a ring pop. He's like,
Yeah.
I ate it.
That's probably it too. It's like, Jen, I'm finally gonna give you a ring, and you think it's gonna be
Oh,
a ring
sorry.
pop. It's like I ate most
was
of
really
it. You got a
hungry.
piece.
It was strawberry, and the smell was just intoxicating.
Did
You
you
just smell
guys?
it.
Did you guys enjoy ring pops? I always kind of fucking it because I thought it was stupid.
I-
You know, I'm like,
I
just give me
never-
a sucker. You know?
Yeah, I never saw them enough to buy them in store. I remember the commercial was cool because like some guy gave it to like some girl. I'm like, I want to do that. But
I didn't mind the cherry
that
one.
was
It
really about the only thing I wanted a ring pop for is
Some
to
of
give
the-
like to
I
a
did
pretty
like
girl in
them.
elementary school.
Yeah, like the cherry one. I like those candy
I
necklaces.
was more
but-
about dum dums.
Yeah, I
Dum-dums
like
to
those
me were
candy
like the
necklaces too.
But then you
dum-dums
got your
were like
neck
the
all
definitive
sticky.
sucker.
That's what sucked. You had to like take them off kind of quick. But I tried. And then most time I just held it and ate it until it was just a slobbering, sticky string that was left there. Okay,
One of the Joe's like infatuated with edible undies and edible bras, and he's like he doesn't want anyone to wear them. He just takes it home and eats them. You know, just
Yeah.
goes to
Except-
Spencer's and buys it in bulk. They think he's some sort of pervert. No, he's just
And I'm
hungry.
just starving. It's like I got these on discount. Gamer Bud. I think it's Adam Gabbard.
Yeah.
Tough Nerd Toys. MOTU Matthew. I
No,
can't
too,
say that.
Matthew.
Why did you have to say that out loud? You're not supposed to
Yeah.
be known.
Let's see. Fedmon just let me know that I had a typing error. It says Shira Princes of Power. I forgot another S.
Good job there, Nathan.
I
Way to-
fixed it. It's fixed.
All right, Jeff Morris.
Just
Omega
refresh. It's all good.
Omega Tour. I'm still scrolling down. I'm almost at the bottom. And remember, if I miss anybody, I apologize because it's trying to scroll quickly, and I know there's been a lot of comments. Simple Tricks is here, and I think I might have got everybody. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. So there. I think who said something about some kind of Havoc Stab Fun Dip. I remember that. I did like that. I remember with the
Good.
powder and that candy stick. You guys remember that?
Yeah, those
I
were like
remember
pixie
that.
sticks. I didn't like those either.
Was it like
Wait, what's that?
Like
No,
pixie
it's-
sticks.
Yeah,
What, the
pixie sticks
powder
are
you
fine.
mean, or you just
Yeah, the
mean-
powder. Yeah.
Oh, I was addicted to that, especially like I said, there was. I think. that was
Oh,
the-
we know you
like
love the
snorting it.
powder, Joe.
Yeah.
I
He
can't
rolls
remember
up his
that.
dollar bill and starts
Yeah.
snorting it, you know?
Hey,
I think
Tyler, in middle school, did people snort pixie sticks? We had kids that were doing that. I'm like, you guys
Oh,
are fucking
God.
stupid, man.
No, but they were
what?
The candy called Crave was a real problem in middle school. Do you remember that, Nathan?
No.
it came in those vials. It was like powdered or sugared candy that came in like multiple flavors, but it was kind of like layered in colors.
I'm
But
looking
it came
up.
in like vials. You know, it almost looked like test tubes.
Oh, real quick, did you guys say
was
you
called- it was
sniffed or
called-
seen somebody that sniffed pixie
They-
sticks?
kids,
Or what?
kids in middle school were sniffing pixie sticks.
I
man.
remember a kid
Oh
was
my
sniffing
God.
aspirin or something on the school bus in high school. He was
How
like
did
a
that not
freshman.
kill them?
Yeah, and
I don't
Nathan, if
know.
you can get a picture of that Fun Dip to show Rebecca, she said she's never seen
No.
that. I can't believe you never seen
I'm
those.
gonna
It was-
find Crave candy real
it's not
quick.
it's not ringing a bell. I may have.
Yeah,
I
Rebecca,
just
they were
don't
the.
remember.
I think they were like a thicker candy stick. It
Didn't
was
they
almost
also
like a-
call it like Lickamade or something too back in the day?
I don't remember Lickamade. I just remember the Fun Dip and that big stick, and you'd dip it into
Oh,
that.
yeah.
powder.
Yeah, here it is. I found it.
Dip it in.
Crave
Get
candy.
that big stick in.
Yeah, send me the picture on Messenger and I'll save it and we'll pop it up. I'm
Yeah.
trying to. I guess I'll just.
Maybe it's just
oh,
something I never
that-
got.
Of course, it's a fucking WebMP.
I'm
Well,
trying to
now I
remember
found
how
like all
some
these
of them
They're
were
all
like.
that way
of it.
now.
Yeah, I think some was like. Look
I
how
just wanna-
everybody's looking.
I just want to save a fucking JPEG, and it's like, no, can't do that.
I like the fruity stuff. I like the gummy worms, but I was more of a chocolate kid. I liked like Reese's peanut butter cups and
Oh yeah.
Hershey's.
Did you ever get
and
the
stuff
giant
like
one, Rebecca? Literally a giant
that.
Reese
No,
cup that they had?
I would
My
not.
sister got one at a gas station. I can't remember if it was like $8 to $10. I mean, it was just gigantic. But I think it was like too much. The chocolate was overbearing the peanut butter, and I wanted
There's
more
the fun
peanut.
dip.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I
Oh,
know
now you
this.
remember? Yeah, because remember on that
Yeah.
one side you
I sorry,
split
it
it
took me-
open
it-
and you dip it in.
I had to see it to remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Looks
man,
like Kool-Aid.
I wish they still had that. That stuff was addicting. That was super addicting.
Yeah, I think I liked those as a kid because I
Here's
did like
the-
pixie sticks.
There's
as
the
That's-
well.
shit
that-
Tyler was talking about. Yeah, this looks like
I've never
drugs,
seen that
man.
before.
Yeah, and it was like super
I've never-
popular when I was in 7th
Never
and 8th
seen that
grade.
before in
And
my
it was
life.
like a
I've never heard
warning
of
they
that.
were given to like kids to like stop bringing it in school. And I never could understand why, because I never heard stories of people like bringing it like drugs in it or something like that. It was just like they didn't like them bringing in the candy so much. But it was weird because all the
Why?
popular kids were doing it, and they were all like fucking stupid. As
What
most
is it?
popular
Just
kids
like
are.
a lollipop, or
No, it's sugar. It's like like a pixie stick sugar. You just like
But
hold it
Oh.
out
in a
and eat it out
vial.
of the-
Jesus,
Yeah.
that's
Instead of like the
insane. It's
paper
like a
straw.
super pixie stick. It looked like just
Yeah.
loaded
Yeah.
with it.
But it was like like they did multiple flavors in like test tubes, in a plastic test tube with
Bring
like
it
a
back.
khaki screw. Yeah, so
Let's do it again. All right, next week on the show, Ren will be here, and we'll all just snort pixie sticks. Yeah.
yeah.
I was trying to look it up to see if there's any on eBay that maybe they had, if they still sold.
What? Oh, the
all
Crave.
Yeah, the Crave. Like maybe there's some vials of Crave, and I don't know if
It's where you can get certain places, probably in the States, and they still sell some of the oldest
Dude.
candies.
just go to weird gas stations and stuff, and you'll find like weird
Yeah.
shit.
Big Lots has the cream savers.
Oh,
Oh, they do? Those were good.
Yeah, they got
I don't have
strawberry
them
and
in
orange.
Tucson,
those are the
They were-
things
they were
that like
good.
my grandma would always have, and I'm like, where do you find this
Oh.
candy? Where do you
Yeah.
find
I
this
was supposed to go
mysterious
see like
candy that
Werther's
nobody else
Originals
can
because that was like
find?
the old people candy.
Hey man,
Yeah.
I just wanted to give her Werther's.
They were good though. They were
Werther's
good. The
Originals
strawberry
are
ones.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Those
used
old
to
man
hate butterscotch
commercials.
as a kid, but yeah, they were good. But I always feel like because always old people had the bowl of candy with the strawberry wrapper
yeah.
candy
Ugh.
and circus peanuts and
Yep.
other like shitty candy like no
the-
one would
the-
want.
The
Am I-
butterscotch ones. They
Am
always
I
have
the
it.
only one that actually likes circus peanuts?
I couldn't
like
get
them
myself
okay.
to try them because
Okay.
they looked horrible to me. 'Cause
Oh,
I
man.
had
You can't eat a lot of them because
No,
you eat
no,
too
no, no,
many,
no.
you're just like,
But
"Ugh."
like one or two, you're like,
yeah,
"Mm."
one or two is pretty good.
I never
No,
get
I-
them because if I'm gonna eat candy, it's got to be something like I really like.
Oh
but
yeah,
but no, those are good. I like them.
I joke with Emily all the time when we're in Kroger. I'll just grab the circus peanuts and just throw them in the cart while she's not looking.
and she
and-
gives you that
Well,
Oh,
same
does
does
she
she
hate
face.
not
'em?
like them?
Oh yeah, she fucking hates circus peanuts. I do it
They're
with
weird.
I do it with spam too. We'll go down there, I'll grab a can of spam and
Yeah,
put it in the
like
cart.
John
You
says,
like spam?
fresh.
I didn't know you
fresh
liked
circus
spam.
peanuts
I
are
don't
good.
like spam, Joe. That's
He's
why
doing
it's
it to
funny.
get
Oh,
aroused
that
up.
wasn't nice teasing me. I thought I had a. I thought I had
Spam
a fan.
sucks, man.
Spam's
I've
great.
never tried it.
You never tried. Just buy it.
I don't want
Rebecca.
to.
It's not
She
bad,
said I want
but
to. She said I don't want to.
I'm
I
good.
think if you like open
I'm
it
not
up and you
having
see
that in
like
my
that
life.
gel fall out, it's like it grosses
Ugh.
you out. You
There-
need to have
yeah.
someone else prepare it for you so you don't see what comes out of the can because it
Yeah.
does look like gel dog food.
Yeah.
Those circus peanuts have.
Yeah, I think
they
I
are
feed
weird.
cats too much today that I can't eat like canned meat.
Oh, yeah, if you
I
know what
just like
a
cat
can of
food.
cat food looks like, that's what spam looks like.
And I
yeah.
used to
Okay.
eat potted meat as a kid.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Potted meat? What is that?
It's
What it sounds like.
it's
Yeah.
if you read the ingredients, it's basically like processed everything. They just took like the bits of fucking everything.
throw it
and mixed
all in
together.
there.
Peckers and balls are all shredded
Yeah,
off in a little
everything's in
can
there.
and-
Yeah, and I used to eat it with crackers. I used to eat potted meat sandwiches as a kid. Fucking loved it, right? And I bought a can a
God.
couple years ago, and I'm like, I wonder if this
What
is
was
still as good. I
potted
opened
meat?
it and smelled it,
I'm
and I'm
not
like,
gonna
I'm
regret
not
googling
eating
this,
this.
am I?
What?
What
Potted
about like
meat?
Potted meat?
or like those little hot dogs and they get like the Armor hot
Oh,
dogs in the can?
the Vienna
sausages.
sausages?
Vienna sausage shit. Oh,
I had a
That
can
shit
of those.
stinks,
I've
dude.
never gotten the canned, but I've gotten them like fresh in the packages. Not
That shit
canned stuff.
stinks. There was
Oh,
this girl
God.
at work that cracked one open. She's like, "You want one?" I'm like, "No, man, that shit stinks." Enjoy putting all the tiny wieners in your mouth, though.
I'm sure she was like, oh, okay.
No, I've
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
had. This
Everything's better
before.
with butter, though, Rebecca. If you got the spam
See-
and you sliced it in thin pieces,
Dude.
you could fry it up.
Papa Hut says,
See?
"Don't knock it till I." No, I've tried spam. My dad used to fry spam with barbecue sauce all the time. I just don't like it. It sucks.
What are
It's
you
like
gonna
a
do with butter?
shitty
Do it
fucking
my way.
food.
Do thin
No one's
slices,
gonna
put
do
it
it
in
No,
your
butter.
way, Joe.
Joe, I'm
It'll be-
never gonna do anything the way you do it.
Okay, Rebecca, at least you try it. Just slice it
No.
in thin slices and fry it in butter. John, if he's here, John's got to back me up. Hopefully, John has tried it, and I bet John's loves some
I'm
spam.
sure he has
and then,
tried it. His grandma used to be a really bad cook.
It used to be
Speaking
like,
of
like
cooking-
she's rehabbed. She's better. She's a lot better now.
Nathan and Rebecca might have a cook-off or a bake-off in the future.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
shit! I didn't bring it
Don't
up.
get Joe all roused up. He's
No, yeah.
Let me
the,
go get what I got.
Yeah,
Hold
you
up.
go ahead and get it. Mine.
Take me
I-
off
I
because
don't.
I'm wearing short shorts. And I don't want people to.
Okay. I
very appropriate of her.
yeah.
Joe's going to get all immodest.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. But the plan is when she comes back with her item, I actually have said specific item as well, and we're just gonna film little parts. And I don't bake. In fact, the last thing like cake that I made, I remember was home ec class in middle school, 6th grade.
I did that in 7th grade.
Yeah, so so she's gonna make one, and I'm gonna make one, but we're gonna make
My
we're
Ah,
My
gonna
brother
make a
got
little
this
fun
me.
video out of it.
That'd be cool. We got to see
I didn't
Emily
mean,
taste.
didn't mean to remove you. There we go. Meant to do that.
Yeah, we got to see John's reaction of tasting Rebecca's and Emily's reaction of tasting
Of course,
Nathan's.
when we posted about this, Joe's first thing was, "Give it to me."
Yeah.
Well, I was hungry. I thought,
You
what,
did.
You can put it in foil and mail
All
it to me,
this-
right?
And the first thing he thought is free cake. We will try and send it
did,
to
I
you.
thought
John's trying to figure out a way to get it to you.
I'm curious if you guys are
Well, I
going to
mean-
do like a Faker or anti-attorney He-Man with your cakes.
Well,
I didn't think about that. I thought
I
of
didn't
just
think about
doing
that
classic
either.
He-Man.
Yeah, I was
Well,
thinking
you can
just
do
doing
classic
classic
He-Man
He-Man
if
too.
you want to do that too. You want to do Filmation style He-Man?
Maybe I should do anti-attorney and He-Man just in case, like, I burn the shit out of mine.
In the black, the
yeah.
black ice and cover it all up. Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I could give it a buzz cut and make it you, Tyler.
Oh.
Hey,
Oh, God,
what?
now I don't want any of
love
that cake.
I would love.
I don't
to
want
know.
any
I would
of that
be
cake.
honored to have a cake made in my name.
Keep it.
Yeah.
Keep it.
Yeah.
I don't want
Yeah.
any of that shit. I
You
definitely
fill with
won't eat that
protein, Joe.
cake.
Do your
It'd
body,
be like
Joe.
Joe's kryptonite. He can't eat things if it looks like Tyler is He-Man.
Exactly, that's it.
That's a
Yeah,
very
that's-
specific thing. I can't.
But I don't know, because I'll film some bits. I thought it would be funny in a way if we did it to where it was almost like a reality TV show. And I was telling Emily this. I was like, it'd be funny. And I was like, yeah, I've just I haven't really baked in a while, and it's me doing this voiceover. But then it's like it shows me taking like a metal bowl and a fork and like putting it in the microwave and closing it and starting it, and then Emily like rushes in and like opens the door real fast.
But then you have to have segments where you're being interviewed and you look at the camera like.
Oh yeah.
I think Emily's, she's gonna be so proud of like what I made, like, oh my god, and you gotta have like the fake timer bullshit, like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I gotta get it done in 15 minutes,
Yeah.
man.
Like,
Like all the bullshit drama.
I
they
was
put
thinking
on
that
there.
we should do like make it an angle like that to make it
Ah,
just
yeah,
kind of
that'd
like
be
really
funny.
dumb and funny.
What is it called?
Yeah.
Like the Great British Bake Off? Or
Yeah,
something
the
like
British
that?
Bake Off. Yeah.
or Chopped or all those other bullshit cooking shows.
See, now Chopped pisses me off because I watch it, right? And they're like,
You
you got to do this in 15 minutes. And then they're like eating it and they're like, this tastes like shit. And I would just be like, I've had 15 fucking minutes. What am I supposed to do?
I'm like, fuck you then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Get you off your fat ass and do it 15 minutes.
Exactly.
Fuck you!
I should get
Why
John to
can't
dress up like
Kevin Bacon be on Chopped and yell that out?
That would be good.
Yeah.
Just
I
gave
would
up
have
on that, a
Kevin
good
Bacon make
idea.
like an all bacon platter. Like Kevin Bacon makes like a Baconator or something like that, just playing off his name or something like that. And they're like,
That would
I
be
think it's too
delicious.
much grease or too much bacon on your bacon
Did
sandwich,
you
Mr. Bacon.
did you see Kevin Bacon's going to be in the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special thing?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So I guess it's Star-Lord. They want to get Star-Lord a present that's like reminds him of Earth. So then it's like Drax and who is it? Drax
The
and
girl with the antennas.
Nebula. Yeah, it's the one with the I can't remember her name.
I don't know
But
what the fuck her name is.
But they go to Earth and it's basically like I guess they want to just essentially
They just
kidnap
Kidnap
Kevin
Kevin Bacon. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
It's pretty
okay.
stupid.
Let's see how that goes.
And then Chris Pratt references Wiener in some way, and everyone's like, he's so funny.
Hey, but Nathan, Gamerbug did have a suggestion. Green clear icing, do like a slime pit He-Man. That could be kind of different too. See, so
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of options
We
there.
could do
That
all. We
seems
could
a
do
little
all the
safe,
variants.
though.
Slime Pit He-Man.
That seems like it'd be kind of easy to do that because it's supposed to look like goofy and messy. Where it's going to be hard to
Maybe-
give him like flesh colored skin and whatever.
I mean, yeah, it's more of a challenge to make it look like me, Joe. So you
Hmm.
got to get rid
Hey,
of like
can
the
we get
slime
into the
pit
topic?
bullshit.
Let's start talking
I'm
about
just
this.
being honest, Joe.
Hang on.
I went-
Hang on. There was one other thing I wanted to bring up because I think it's the dumbest fucking thing. Did you see where Mattel's like NFT action figures? Get your own digital action figure. I'm like,
That
that
is
is
it.
the
I've been seeing it.
stupidest
I didn't
fucking
even want to
thing.
talk about them. I didn't even want to talk about those
Is
things.
that
I've
them
been hearing
copying
about them for
Hasbro
weeks.
with their selfie series and all that stuff?
No. This is like
No.
a digital.
A digital figure that you
digital
can get.
action
It's
figure.
like, who cares? It's
Hang
if you
on,
can't physically
I'll
have
find
this,
it.
who would
What?
want that? I've been knowing about
like
that for
a
weeks.
video game character, like you're like
It's like
what the
that
fuck?
NFT crap or something, but it's just
I
a
don't know
download
what
that you can
that
have
is,
where
Emily.
you can download to have a He-Man. Or a
Minecraft
Triclops.
shit or something.
And they
No.
look like the little loyal subjects figures, but I'm like, but who would want to pay or who would want this? You can't physically. You want to have a figure physically to have something
There
like
you
that. It's
go.
like any. Oh god, this is so stupid. I haven't even talked
Here we
about them.
go.
It's been weeks. I'll wait till you pop it up. This is the dumbest thing
Oh,
I've
he's
ever
gonna
heard.
pop it up. Oh my
Exactly.
god.
I mean, are they fucking serious? I mean, I've known about that for a while.
How
when
it
they were
works.
talking about it was coming.
Cryptoys come in 7
Ugh.
rarity levels, from common to
I
ultra
don't get
grail.
it.
This
I just
means
don't get it.
each Master Universe character release will have multiple skins that you can collect, display in your own way. Just
Ooh.
like physical toys, you can keep your Cryptoy mint condition in its cube,
Crypt toys. Oh,
refill in
fuck
its blister
you.
pack, or unwrap it and watch it come to life.
This has got Rob
can you get
David
that off
all
the
over it.
screen, please? I can't look at that shit.
Like,
I've
why would
ignored
you
it.
do? Who wants that?
I have no clue, but that's why I
Chat
haven't talked
room,
about
sound
it.
off. If you want that, please explain what the appeal of that is.
So we
to
can
have-
put you in a separate box.
to
I
have
wish you never seen that, Nathan. I
a
wish you never
digital-
seen it.
Ugh.
a digital action figure that you can't even. You just push a button and it's like it's in the package.
don't
and
get it.
then
I
you
Oh,
don't
yeah,
tap
there's
on
gonna
it,
be some
it's out.
losers out there.
Like,
Like,
what
this
is
is so
this?
cool and trendy. And
It is so fucking dumb. I was really hoping you never seen that, Nathan, because I was never gonna bring it up. And when you said that, I was like, "Fuck, he's bringing it up."
For $40, you get 4 random figures. You can get a Pizza He-Man, BLT Triclops. Yeah, I think this is
It's so
dumb.
It's stupid.
man,
This is
fuck
the
Mattel.
Nobody likes it. Look at everybody in the chat.
Digital
No-
figs. So NFT stands for non-fungible token. It's I don't I
What
can't
the fuck
really
does that mean?
I can't really wrap my it's like I don't know. I can't explain it. People were doing this with art. It's like you
I've
own
heard
it.
about that.
You own the
guy.
art, and like it's I don't know, but the shit.
Hey,
like,
hey,
crashed.
Rembot, what do you think about this?
You own pixels. You don't own anything.
Yeah, it's I don't. What are they thinking, man? What
Oh,
are they
okay.
thinking?
No, let's get into the episode because that is
Boy, someone must have
fucking
given Rick
terrible.
blowjob to get that green lit.
Dumbest fucking idea. man.
Oh, wait, the other thing too was Joe kind of got a shout out on the live stream when they're talking about the Eternium playset because I guess Joe was like, is there going to be questions at the end of this? And then like the lady that was hosting the thing was like, yeah, and I think Joe Amato already asked there's going to be questions. You guys get
I can picture all the people in the back at Mattel were like, "Fuck no, don't mention his name!" Like they're like,
Yeah.
Not Joe Amato.
"What the fuck did you just do?" Yeah, the first name she said was Joe Amato. And so all these
Joe, can you
messages
go
popped-
tell them these NFT action figures are dumb as fuck? Can you go tell them that?
That's when they mute everything. It is so.
They
fucking
listen to you,
stupid.
sort of.
They do.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I
Uh.
could do that. Hopefully, they're watching this episode because they can see
Yeah,
what we, along with everybody.
are watching.
Look, everybody in the chat has said this is the dumbest fucking idea ever.
Because
So-
All
I,
right, all right.
why would you
want
want it? Why would you want just?
It's stupid. It's so stupid.
Action figures are meant to like be in your hand, so
Yeah.
you
Even
can,
if it's mint in box, at least something you
Yes.
can hold in your hand and put on
or
your
put
wall.
on your wall, just have it on your phone.
Makes no sense.
What the
Hey,
what
you
the fuck?
you walk and show your boys, hey, look what I got. You know,
Yeah, look at my collection.
Ugh.
oh loser.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
shit.
All right,
When
laughing
you're ready, you
laughing
pass it to
dragon.
Tyler. Yeah.
I hope
Yeah.
Rob David has like all our faces in his office, like a target around it. That'd be
Huh.
awesome.
Probably just yours.
Yeah, well, yeah, him and Ted Biaselli both. They probably got my face in their office. Like, God, I hate him. He's so mean. I'm gonna get him. It's like Gina Davis and Beetlejuice. I'm gonna get him. You know, with like holding like my severed head. You know,
That would actually make for a pretty
I
good
rushed into the office
Photoshop.
and say, "Nice fucking model."
Yeah, honk honk.
Yeah.
The episode that you linked, Nathan, is this the one that doesn't have the intro? Does it just go right to the
Neither
title
one
screen?
of them. Neither one of them did actually, because there's two of
Okay.
them. There was one that has the Master Universe branding on it, and then there's one that has a Shearer branding on it, and they're both the same length. So there's no intro to either. It just starts.
Okay. And no, surprisingly, no advertisements. So that was pretty good.
Hey. Is there anything anyone wants to say about the episode before we really jump into it?
Wait,
Fair-
are we all watching the one with no credits?
yes.
Okay.
All the ones.
I
on
actually
there,
forgot. I
fine.
was actually watching this episode not, a while back because it was like it had advanced. I forgot I watched this. I don't know when it was, but I watched this episode not too long ago.
When was the first exposure for everyone here watching this particular episode?
Unfortunately, when it first aired, because I watched everything when it first came out.
Unfortunately, the son of Satan over there.
What did you think of it when you were 45 when it came out?
Okay.
Yeah.
I hated it then. I hate it now.
No,
I
I know
just
you were a little kid. What did you hate it?
I
even as a
really
kid?
hated it. I just did not like it. I just didn't like anything about it. This dorky dragon. I hated the fucking sophomore humor. Even as a kid, it was stupid. I just don't like
Sophomore
it. But we'll
humor.
get. But when we get
You
to
and
it,
your
we'll.
bullshit Maylog, a Muddy Woman episode. Man,
Don't
what a
you pick
piece
on
of shit.
Maylog. Don't you
Oh.
pick on that. Don't you pick on Maylog.
I'm
That's
going to fuck her and fuck you for liking it, because it was
Well,
such a
that's
shitty
uncalled for.
episode.
How dare
Wow.
you?
It is.
That's-
Hey, if anybody wants to hear more of this,
No.
me and Joe did an episode like many years back before Nathan came along,
It is
and
great.
we just
great
we
episode.
just argued about it. Of course, Joe lost publicly.
Enemy with my. No,
So-
I didn't lose. Enemy with my
Yeah,
face.
you did
Great
lose.
episode. No, I didn't.
You had
I
no
won. Nathan,
legitimate backup for that
Nathan,
episode.
you tell
What
him I
a
won.
piece of
I won
shit.
that.
I don't know,
Tyler
man. I
won.
wasn't there.
He
Oh,
wasn't
shit, you weren't
there.
Well, I won.
He
but
just
it was a
said that I
great
wasn't
episode.
there.
Oh shit! I don't listen to what he says.
Use
Anyways,
your
but
use
yeah,
your
I love-
man brain. Come
I
on.
missed
I
that
love that.
episode.
What'd you say, Rebecca?
I missed that episode.
What
Okay.
what was that?
What are
one?
your thoughts on Enemy with My Face, Rebecca? Did you like it?
I liked that episode.
Good. There. Good.
I
choice,
have no
Rebecca.
sister. My sister's dead to me.
He shuts off the camera now. He's
She
okay.
she likes muddy girls too. Oh
Muddy
man, she's
girls.
ugly.
Yeah, so this is all the way back in episode 123.
God,
One,
that long
Those,
ago.
those were the
I'll
dog
have to
days,
watch
weren't they?
that.
I'm pretty sure they were.
Yes. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
When
Yeah,
did
I
you
would-
Yep,
pop in,
yeah.
Nathan? When was it?
that would have been, I don't know, it was like the 140s, 150s, somewhere in there, I think.
Okay.
I can't remember. Oh, okay. I really don't remember.
All right, you gonna
Tyler-
muzzle? Oh,
Huh?
no, I was gonna say, Rebecca, you gonna muzzle Sonny? Sonny's making a lot of noise. Like, hey, Sonny,
I love Sunny. I love Sunny. Where's
Sonny,
my
keep
best
it
friend?
down. Keep it down, dang it. See, I
Rebecca,
scared
Rebecca,
Sonny.
Rebecca, you know what the proper response is to that, right?
You wouldn't say it, Rebecca. You wouldn't say that.
I
would
would
you?
say what?
A bad word to me. I didn't say
Fuck you,
nothing.
Joe.
That's it. Oh, that's it. That's it. This
She
podcast's
got
over.
the line right. I gave her the cue and she responded right.
See,
All
yeah,
right.
unlike
I
last
can't mess
week.
that one up.
We're moving on to the next scene.
Oh my god, last week's episode though. When you
Oh
guys
man,
went here,
that was.
Rebecca's
I think
face,
that was the one of my favorite ends to the show that
her
I think we've ever done.
reactions were just so fucking classic.
And
Just not-
Tyler too, because she like does this thing and then he just pauses and just stares for a second. And he's like, "No, no, no." I
But
was
it was
like,
couple
"Oh,
times,
shit."
like,
I
when
love
she
that one
froze-
too where I'm doing this and she's
She went, but not
She's
just
just
that, Tyler.
staring
when
back
she
at
did
me
that,
like she's
you
not.
did this, and then you did this again, but she went like,
Sell it.
like she froze. She froze. You could tell she wanted to talk, and she didn't say nothing. It's just, oh my god, that was.
And she was told in advance only she would know what this is, and she specifically said, "Don't use it this week. Wait till I'm back." So I do it, and what is she? She fails miserably.
And I like Tyler too when he's doing. He's like, "Your firstborn child."
That's the best line. One
that
of the
had me
best lines in
cracking
the
up.
movie,
Yeah,
though.
your firstborn child.
Child.
A secret for you, my queen. I don't want the riches of your kingdom. I have something live. God,
Look,
he is
That
so
creeped
fucking
me out
good.
so much whenever
Me
he's
too.
like,
When he
he's
peeks
going
in the
for
window,
the baby and he's like chasing
Yeah.
her.
your
fucking freaky.
firstborn child, gimme.
And then he screams and tears in half. You're like,
Yeah, because
Jesus
when Rebecca
Christ.
did her impression a while back, I bought him and eat him
Eat
again
him.
and
Eat
kill
him
him.
again.
That's what he does. Like when he gets pissed off.
He
That's-
told you that.
They told you that. The witches are poisonous wood. They
All right,
told you
Joe.
that.
You and I can just hang back and take a nap.
Because I
We'll
have
just do
no clue what's happening.
We know you. We'll just do we're doing community theater
Welcome to
practice.
my
That's
world
why
when
I'm
you
going to
guys
send
talk about
Rebecca back to
wrestling.
after last.
Yeah, I guess so. Exactly. Well, shit.
No,
No,
so
you guys
Tyler,
are gonna watch Fairy Tale Theater though.
we will. It'll be great. But
Yeah,
when Tyler's
I
ready,
like
we
how
It'll
can-
be
Joe's
great.
just bread. He's like, "Fuck."
I knew from the
so this
beginning,
week I
like,
can't be
Joe's
on.
gonna be the only ones gonna be like, it's not as good as the Last Dragon, but I mean,
Last
it's
Dragon
okay.
is fucking great. I love the Last Dragon. Great
Last Dragon's
fucking movie.
okay.
It makes me feel like I have the glow and everything too. Oh my god, I love that fucking movie.
Joe, just
Okay,
you
I'm
know,
sorry.
next week we're actually having a real black man on the podcast, and you are not
All
one.
right,
So
well, I
I'm just
love the
letting you
Last
know.
Dragon. It's a great movie. Great
Yeah,
movie.
we
if
should
you
we,
guys
we should
haven't
talk
seen
to
it.
Ren about. Yeah, Joe asked Ren about Last Dragon next week when he comes on.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Now, when Tyler's ready and you're ready, Nathan, give the cue.
Well,
We'll
hey
get
man, we
going.
weren't done with everyone else's firsthand
Yeah,
experience.
quit trying to
of
rush
watching
things
the
along because you got to
episode.
go shit later or something.
Yeah,
Okay, Pablo.
Now,
Rebecca.
Rebecca, but before Joe started jerking off about Maylog or whatever the fuck,
Oh, I love
You know.
Maylock. Yeah, I love Maylock. Great episode.
we need
I
your
like
perspective.
how Joe just like dismissed me. He's like, "Hey Nathan, Tyler, when you guys are ready."
I didn't mean
guess
it like,
Uh-huh.
no.
right?
No, wait. Can I explain that?
Joe's like AC
No.
Slater. He's a sexy pig.
Let me explain what I meant, Rebecca. See, I meant Nathan usually will, like say, Tyler, get the cue, and then Tyler does the countdown.
but
It's
we
'cause
still had to
it's-
come
We
back
weren't
up.
done talking, Joe.
Yeah, we still had to work our way back to
I
everyone
no, but I'm
seeing it
saying
for the
why I
first
didn't
time.
say Rebecca's name.
Joe has
I
like
was-
a guinea pig or a hamster on a wheel in his brain.
No,
and it
Rebecca
just
was
falls
wondering why I
off.
didn't say her name. It's because you guys usually do the duo thing of starting the episode. That's why I didn't say Rebecca's
But did you forget
name.
we were all talking about our first impressions of this episode before we got into
No,
it?
she
Yeah,
was wondering
first
why I
interest.
ignored her. That's why I was telling her why I didn't say her name.
I
'cause
know,
you guys
but
would've
you
counted.
went right into, okay, Nathan, cue it right up. And we weren't done talking about our first
No, but
impressions
she
of
was
the
asking
episode.
why I didn't say her
my first
name.
impressions of this episode.
Okay, yeah, you go ahead, Rebecca. What's your first impressions?
Oh, thanks, Joe.
Yeah, when was
Thanks.
the first time you saw?
I first saw. I didn't see this one when I was a kid. This was what I watched when I was a teenager. When I first got all the the bootleg DVDs that I bought at the time.
Must have been traumatized after watching it. Yeah.
No, I
What'd you
loved
think?
it.
Did you?
I loved
Oh.
Sorrowful. I loved him in what was the first one he was
Beast
in? He was
Island?
first in Beast. Yeah, the Beast Islands. And I was wondering, were they aired out of sync? Because it's like we're introduced to Sorrowful here, and yet he's already established.
I thought when
that
I
one.
watched as a kid, no, I seen it first with Laughing Dragon. I thought that's the first time I seen it on TV or seen him.
Really?
I thought.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm almost certain of it. I know
I
James
took it
would
as like he
definitely
just took up home there at Beast Island. That's kind of, or something like that.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I watched it. I didn't think it was that good when I saw Beast Island.
It's
It's
not
been
as
years
good as
since I watched
Laughing
it.
Dragon, but
No, it's not. But
no, I
for
liked
me,
this episode, and I really liked Sorrowful. I think he's a great character.
damn right he is. He's a wonderful character. And I
It's-
saw this on VHS.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, along with
Dang.
Talent for Trouble. This is the same copy I've had since childhood. This is one of the first VHSs I ever
That's
bought.
awesome.
Previously owned at Beyond Video. Magic Window, people. This is how I experienced Sorrowful, and the first T-Man crossover that I ever saw was this tape. The exact same one I used to rent. So this is one of my prized Shiva possessions there. And the experience of watching Laughing Dragon before Talent for Trouble was always super exciting. Anytime a video store had this copy to rent, it was a big deal to me. Volume number 2. So I just love Sorrowful's voice. I like his tongue. Like his dragon tongue hanging out of his mouth. It looked like a piece of big chewing gum hanging out of his mouth. I always thought his tongue looked like chewing
His
gum.
design too I love his design.
Yeah, it's a great design, and I just like his interactions with Bo and Cal and Adora and
Casaspella
Shira.
and all of them, yeah.
Casaspella. I'm sure you probably have like a Casaspella. Yeah.
He's definitely not the average dragon.
Yeah, I know she's gonna work in a Casaspella impression.
Guys, spell's pretty hot too, by the way.
Damn right she is. I'm sure Adam got some of that too.
Mhm.
You know, he just went through all of them. Then he could just like conveniently get through the dimensional portal, get the hell out of there. You know,
Joe,
Can't
wake,
hold him up. for
Joe, wake
breaking
the
dates
fuck
and
up!
stuff.
It's time to watch this.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm all set.
Link is down below, so if everyone else has got that queued up, and if you haven't, go ahead and click on it really quick right now and get that set up. And with
And
that,
if you don't like this episode of Laughing Dragon or Prince, from Princess
it's
Power,
okay
you
if you don't like the episode.
Yeah,
just
it's
don't,
okay.
Just don't be a total prick like Joe.
Yeah, and if you prefer the Wizard of Oz, you can always watch that instead. But okay.
But if people who want to hear more, hear more of my thoughts on it, I will be available for questions after this episode. So
Good movie, great movie, great
Oh
movie.
yeah, well yeah, we knew that.
yeah,
We've
why
talked-
don't you do that next week when Ren's on?
Facts of Life season 2.
Oh great.
Got it for
I wonder which
$1.
one Joe likes.
Gee, Joe, what else you got there in your DVD? That
Hey,
is
look,
that.
this is close.
You haven't
stuff.
even opened that, have you?
I haven't. I got Invasion USA.
Yeah,
Damn great movie.
that's-
Why don't you have
solid
that
movie.
on Blu-ray?
Well, because I ain't got no stuff.
You ain't
like
got no
that.
money.
Oh yeah.
This I don't know if this is any good. It's a Chuck
What is
Norris
this?
fine film collection of Chuck Norris.
Well,
That was like
what's
the
on it?
bargain bin Walmart.
Yeah, it's probably some bad stuff. I haven't even opened that either. but,
Well, read it.
all right.
It's got the names of the movies on the back of it.
I got this. Wait, Nathan, did you get this for me or did I get this? No, I got this at Dollar Tree because I thought you mentioned something called VHS, didn't you?
Yeah,
One time?
it was okay.
Was it any good? Because I
That's
still
all
ain't watched
right.
it.
A couple
Alright.
of the
You all
end
see what
credit
he's
song.
doing
I
here?
like.
He's trying to delay watching this episode by
Oh no,
looking
go
at
ahead. Let's
shitty
go.
DVD
Let's go.
collection.
All right, let's go. I'm all set. This is a
Yeah, I'm
really
surprised
good
he didn't show
episode
us
of
what else he
She-Ra.
bought at Big Lots.
All right, this is a great episode at Dollar Tree. But yeah, all right.
All right. 3, 2, 1, action. Look at this beautiful title card.
There's a person in the crowd that actually looks interesting, like she should have been a princess. Right there, that girl
I
in
know
the red.
exactly who you're talking about. Yeah, she looks awesome.
Yes.
I always noticed her.
She looked really distinct, like she was meant to be, I don't know, something special it looked like. I don't know.
Hmm.
All right, that's the only thing I like in the episode. You guys go.
All right, you just shut up the rest of the episode then. Do us all a favor.
Hey, there's the familiar He-Man walker.
I like how they've freed so many towns that Bo is just absolutely bored of like the celebratory aspects of it.
Well, he's I'm sure he's kind of wishing he was being, celebrated as much as She-Ra. She's getting all the fanfare and he's kind of off to the side. There's no women he can mac on or anything like that. I did think this little sequence was a bit fascinating to me as a kid, like, just what happened when Bo throws it down there. There used to be a fuel tank down there.
Hope you didn't drop anything down there.
I was like, holy shit. Lou Scheimer's voice here. Fuel tank?
Now, like how this just sets off that they think that the Horde's back, So the guy freaks out.
That building behind the mayor looks like a pig. I always thought that when I was a kid.
Look, it looks like just a bunch of dick tips sticking up from
All
the
right,
ground.
Joe.
My man Nathan.
God.
And let it be known, Swiftwind is the hero here with super speed. Swiftwind is doing this. So I think a lot of people ignore the ship. It's like, look what he's fucking doing. So that was a cool part. I did like that.
Swift
like,
one was
goddamn.
powerful too, and yeah, a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah, he almost gets ignored. Like, even doing this moment, some people think, hey, look at what She-Ra just did. I was like, was it? Not this time. And that was the only other good part. So there, it had two good parts in the whole cartoon.
Okay, Joe, you're very smart. Shut up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I wonder how many fish
Nice
that
Princess
that
Bride.
killed.
Hey, I love how she got that line.
Yep.
There's my movie quote this week.
Nathan did some more digs there. He's like, oh, how many fish you killed? Look at Nathan.
No, that would have killed a bunch of fish because it's like fire going in the water and boiling.
Man, I would have been there to eat them all.
Oh
too,
yeah,
but-
I didn't think about that.
I absolutely love Cal.
Yeah.
Cal,
No,
like he
you're
just,
an
he just
accident.
looks like someone you just love to like have pal around with. Cal. I just think he's awesome.
God, he gets the best burns like that. Like, no,
Rebecca.
you're a fucking accident.
Yeah,
You
that-
and
here's
John,
Rebecca
you
on
and John
screen
need
right
to
now.
make some life-size cows to sell.
Hey,
I would
we've
totally
talked
buy
about
that.
that before.
I would buy one too.
as
But
well
he's got
as
to
other
talk.
characters.
He's got to be able to say my name.
No.
Yeah.
Other people who buy him, like, why does he say Tyler?
He said, Tyler, we need He-Man. That's what he needs to say.
Oh,
All right,
my
here
God.
he is, the man of the hour.
He's gonna
Holy
make me
shit.
dislike Cal now. God, here he comes.
I'm just like I can't even hear the episode. Like, oh, look at that. He's here. Oh, here's Bo, like, trying to make an excuse to,
Yeah, he's
Get
trying
the
to be a
door
macho
skirt.
guy.
don't worry, or I'll save you. Quick, into the cottage. There's a bed in there. Hey! See that? Look at that. That tongue is hanging out. I love his voice.
Well,
Wow!
now we got some Wizard of Oz action. We got the house flying and everything, and got some
That's apples and
Oz
oranges,
action
Joe.
going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, later though we get more of a feel when it talks about courage and do. But oh, hey, look, there you go. It landed on that witch. Oh, there wasn't a witch, but it could have been.
I do like though how this leads to honestly one of my favorite moments where Bo walks out wearing a dress and doesn't realize that he's wearing a dress.
God,
Thought it was fine.
Yuck.
It was an enjoyable moment for me as a kid.
Yeah.
I love this motion that Sorrowful gives Bo. It's like, yeah, sure. It's like
Yeah.
a little hand gesture he gives him here in a minute.
His design though
Yeah,
makes him a
sure
very,
you are.
very There we go. I love how Bo's dress still has like the breast implants. Like he's he's still he's
It's
he's
got
got
an
quite
internal bra.
he has
okay?
an impressive
some
rack on him there.
dresses have that.
It's like they have like those like push like those bras will like that kind of give you that fake. I don't know what they are.
Cups.
Yeah, there you go. The fake
Yeah.
cups in there.
Yeah.
The sure have a
Padding.
pretty dress. Wow.
I love how Sorrelful's just like, even you, I'm afraid of. It's like,
But it's a great idea, you know,
It
that a
is.
dragon is afraid. And that I like Adora's moment with him here, and when Cal shows up, it's just good stuff.
I know, it's like he's so lonely because everybody's afraid of him and he's afraid of everybody, and it's just like,
Well, I think people can relate to that as well. Even
Yeah.
Joe, who are afraid of things and are afraid to face their fears, right, Joe? Yeah, because we all know Joe's afraid to show his face. So you telling me you can't relate and show a little courage here like Sorrowful Joe? Of course you can't. We got to get Cal to poke on your stomach here.
Yeah.
Get some Pillsbury Doughboy action going now.
Yeah, tickle Joe.
Yeah. And Joe gets that great giggle of his. I used to think it was great. He's tickling Sorrowful. Hell yeah, just doing that.
Sweet Jesus. How did he think this was a good idea?
You know, Michael's probably thinking right now, Joe, I hope you burn in hell.
That was really good.
Mate.
Shit. Yeah. Oh, man. Got to find somebody that can give him courage, like the Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz can help.
What's
wrong with
a
having a
dragon?
Wizard of Oz like reference?
Well, I never made that comparison. Even as a kid, even as an adult, I never like, oh, it's a copy of Wizard of Oz. Like I'm like, this isn't the only like. That's not the only. It wasn't my go-to of just courage. It wasn't. This is Joe just trying to find something to shame the episode.
But how is basing like it off of Wizard of Oz shaming it though? How is that a bad thing?
Well, kind of like how Joe is ashamed to show his face. You know, I guess that he's kind of making some sort of, you know, maybe it's a metaphor.
I'm too handsome for the world. If I was to do that, like I said, everybody's gonna just fucking just like, oh my god,
Fall in love
please
with
autograph
you.
everything.
Oh, we know
for me.
Joe's
So
a human
that's-
salt lick in his community.
Joe's new nickname, Fun Dip.
Yeah.
Fun to, I like that. Yeah, like,
I mean,
fun to-
Joe is the biggest hang up just how he talks. Like he
No, I don't know. I mean, no, I'm not really going to be a dick about it. I just
Well,
did.
You already
why
have.
stop now? You've already pulled down your pants and had like a nice
I-
Dairy Queen soft serve shit all over this episode right now.
I do like this part with the Horde Trooper and Hordak where he tells him all the information. He's
And
like,
his
"Oh,
horse
hey,
symbol's
thanks."
black, too.
Yeah, since Mantenna wasn't there, that poor guy got it because Mantenna would have got that action. He's
And
all
hey,
out
there's
throwing
Imp,
that
Joe.
damn
You
thing.
like Imp a lot.
I do like some Imp though. I like Imp. I wished he would have did
Yeah.
another form beyond the bouncing ball because we know he could be a rocket. I mean, his ass could have just flew out there quick. But I like his every form he does. I do love some Imp. Yeah, I do love Imp.
Yeah, this was the first time I ever saw him was in this episode, and I was
Really?
like, yeah, he's a great character. Yeah, this because I only got to see She-Ra on TV very, very little. It wasn't a whole lot, so I had to rely on VHS, and this was I think one of my
22
earliest.
Yeah, he had 22 forms total that he turned into. One of them was not blue. It was like that woodland creature, but every other one was him as being blue. And I guess there
Oh.
was some concepts of him, but there was never
Gosh, he's
shown
hot.
in
Look at
other
her.
forms. Oh, yeah.
Look
Look at
at
that
Cass's
big flowing hair and that accent of hers. God bless Melindy Britt. You know, we should have when me and Joe interviewed her, we should have had her do like a Castaspella voice for us.
Yeah.
I hate
But
that,
that-
that
well,
episode we don't have
Oh, it was
that
such
for
a
people to
botched
hear.
episode.
Damn.
My
Oh, was that
reception
a
was so
great
bad
one?
because oh god.
I love
Gosh,
I
that.
remember
you're
she
saying.
was only available. She was
Yeah,
only available
speak-
for 15 minutes, but we got her for a half hour. Didn't we get her for at least a half hour? I
We
think?
we got her. We were told 15 minutes. We got her a lot longer than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she just it was great. Here's looks like
I
a
always- you know
spiral.
what? I'll admit, I was always fascinated with this statue. It's
Yeah,
like,
me
who
too.
is this deity, this being that could have been? That was intriguing. Surprised that
Yeah.
we couldn't find out more about that.
But that's what makes this series so great is that there are so many like, little details that were just thrown in, and it's fun to think about. Like you said, Joe.
Who
like
was
I think
this?
That,
Yeah.
yes, who
Yeah,
was
you'll
it?
see.
Was it the
It's-
goddess
look
of
at this.
bullshit?
Look at the
That's
panning
awesome.
of it.
Yeah, it reminds me of Spiral from X-Men.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There's Imp.
It has all the swords, right? Spiral has like a bunch of swords.
I
if
can't
I'm not
believe
mistaken.
Joe knows that.
Oh,
I
sorry.
love the shading on him when he's little.
Yeah, that is good.
I
detail.
like that animation of him just kind of looking around and then smiles.
Yeah.
This dandelion she puts in his nose. Phew. Yeah, I do remember seeing Castaspella's figure at Toys R Us. The one time I saw She-Ra figures on display, and I was like, "Oh man, Castaspella and Frost." I'm like, "Oh,
Oh,
I
ah."
prefer her blue outfit to the all yellow outfit of the toys.
There was variants of her, or is that what you were saying?
No,
Wait,
the
what?
toy version of her, she's all yellow. Let me grab her.
Oh, okay. For a second, I thought you meant.
I think
there was
I.
two
You
versions.
know, right? Oh, she's right
Yeah.
here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I got the toy version
Yeah,
of her
she's
down
all
here
yellow.
too. Yeah, I don't like that. I like the
I like the
Filmation
blue
style.
and yellow.
Yeah. She kind of reminds me of Angie
and
Everhart.
possible.
Yeah.
Came in there and damaged up her house.
God, I love
it-
the music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very epic, very tone setting. And Castaspella's like, man, fuck the Horde. I'm gonna go kick their ass. Like all the women are just presented as just just as good as the men. No agenda bullshit.
And they're not telling you that either. They're
No.
just telling the story as it is without like
Beating
demeaning
you over the head.
foe
See what we're
or
doing here,
He-Man.
people?
Yeah, I don't get Joe's problem with this as much. Like,
Well,
is
he has
it
a lot of problems.
is it
you
the
know?
best episode? No,
No,
He's got a lot.
but it's very enjoyable for what it is.
It's a great episode. I mean, I
Mhm.
would it may not make my top 5, but it would probably be in my top 10.
Sweet
Laughing
fuck.
Dragon, without a doubt.
Really? Holy shit!
Oh, fuck you and Maylog.
Love my Maylog.
It's
That was full of action. That was
Joe's just
badass.
about all
I
the
loved
ugly duckling shit.
I loved it. It was just badass. Had lots of action. That was a fun
No, it's
fucking
not.
episode.
God,
it
it's-
was
it's
great.
so
She was
lame.
fighting her equal. She was just as strong as she was. Fucking awesome. I love that episode. Okay, let's get back to this. I think I ranked this maybe.
I love
number
this
90.
here, like seeing these Timber. Just seeing all these cool equipment, like just tearing down trees and stuff, and seeing Montana and Leech in command.
Right.
This is awesome. And they come off as very menacing in this episode, like just their how they talk and carry themselves. Like Montana's speaking with a lot of malice here.
I love Montana.
Me too. I love Filmation. I love all the Filmation horsemen, like Leech, Montana, and Grizzlord. I fucking loved as a kid. I just thought they were so badass.
There's Lookie.
There he is. I see his ear.
That was actually like a good way to hide Wookie.
Yeah, that was pretty. Clever.
Usually, like it's pretty like plain and obvious. But
Yeah, his
that
face
one-
is just sticking right out. You know.
Yeah.
We should have like Joe model like images. Like, could you find Joe today? Here I am. You know?
that would be good.
Yeah. Yeah. This is fun. Like just them being like traditional, typical bullies here. Like they can't wait to make fun of this ferocious dragon. I love Leech's eyes. They're kind of very fish-like almost. You know, it's. Like they just can't wait to give shit to this dragon. I just love that. They're great. And this kind of throwaway kingdom here, King Gruff. Like
I mean,
this
hey,
is
world building. You know, it's like,
I love that. I love that though.
more
It's only
races.
for a very brief moment, but as a kid, it was like this is pretty cool.
And that-
Like,
yeah, that's all you need, though. We don't need
Yeah.
too much focus put on them. What's going through your mind, Joe?
He's like, I want a good spam sandwich.
He's probably just sitting there like, all right, 5 more minutes.
No, man. If you guys like this,
And that's
I-
probably what the hookers think when Joe's like,
Yeah, so
Oh,
are you about
5 more
done?
minutes,
I'm almost. I'm going to go for it, honey.
that was a National Lampoon's.
See, look at that. See, Joe got that one. So you guys are on the mark tonight, Rebecca. And now Joe. I'll just
That's
quote
all
some
right.
Casey Jones for Nathan, and he'll be like, "Huh? What was
What?
that from?"
Yeah, Castaspell is really pretty.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
I mean, all the women are beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Are we
not
gonna
like
have a bowling moment? Are we gonna have a bowling moment? I think it's coming. Let's see if she.
I
can get
mean,
this
you
straight.
know, to see them all lined up like that, you're like, ah, okay.
we're getting ready to go into attack mode. Like it makes sense to me.
Mm.
You guys just want to be dicks about it.
Yeah, you guys ever play video games and like you get
They
all
coulda
the
spread
enemies in
out,
one
though. You gotta
spot and you're
spread
like
out
so
when you're coming
excited to like.
attack.
Oh no! Don't ask Joe if he plays video games because he'll tell you how to play them.
But you gotta spread out.
It'll be
you gotta
Streets of Rage all
force
over
No,
what you're
again,
but
doing.
when
Don't
you
have
get them,
flashbacks.
I'm the kind of player where I just like to bomb everything, and I'm like, if you get a cluster of enemies together, you're like, oh ho ho, let me crush them all at once. What are you laughing at?
He's laughing. He sounds like Mr. Magoo when he's laughing. I lost my breath doing that.
Are you laughing at the episode?
Bad. I don't know. I'm sorry. You take
He's
it.
such a
Here
cock.
we go now. This fucking episode.
Michael, we'll
Yeah.
both pray for Joe's forgiveness. You know, I mean, he's going to hell anyway, but we'll hope it'll be a quick death for him.
Oh my god. Oh, here we go. All right, Midors. Here we go. All right.
I did like when they say "go away, clown." They just start laughing. I thought that was an asshole thing as a kid.
Hmm.
It's like, what a bunch of dicks.
Aw. Poor Sorrowful.
If I was like doing a She-Ra series, you damn right I would put in Sorrowful. I would work him in
Oh,
somehow.
absolutely. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and he would have a very like lovable voice, like that like even melt the coldest hearts from parts unknown Ohio. Where Joe's like, oh my god, I could do a custom of him.
Oh, here we go. Hey, now he's gonna show him who's
Yeah,
the boss now.
he's pissed now.
Oh, you fucking think he did? No.
Doors locked too.
There, he did something.
See now I like how he's got a taste of destruction.
Yeah.
So now that he's got that, he can go on
Yes,
a tear,
nervous.
Joe, and be as menacing as he needed to be from the start.
Uh-huh.
And there's Joe backpedaling, like how he does when we ask him if he's like mailed
Yeah.
anything or
No, I
made the shirt that he worked on.
I like
Oh,
that
poor
shot.
Mantenna didn't deserve that shit.
That was cool.
That ain't right. Yay.
Yeah, it was awesome to see Sorrowful triumphant. It was great.
It was the flowers of power.
Joe, eat shit.
No, this is great. This is
No,
great.
eat it. I want to see you eat shit.
Put it in your mouth. Oh, God.
I want to see it like all mangled in your teeth and everything like that.
Yeah, it'd be like that time Tyler was eating chocolate donuts in high school.
Oh yeah, wasn't it great?
What
Yeah,
happened?
you
You
just-
choke on him or something? Or
you
what?
just-
No, I had
shitting.
them. They were all in my teeth, and of course it's in front of Nathan and a bunch of girls, so therefore I was fried.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, Tyler was
no.
sitting there and he's just like the chocolate donuts on his teeth. He's just sitting there like this. Thinking he's
Yeah.
like the man and all these girls are looking at him. It looks like he just ate a
No,
fucking
it
turd.
was just like, oh, Nathan's like, hey, he's been eating shit, everybody. Ah!
Nathan
Still
really was
holds
an
up.
antagonizer.
Still
Yeah.
holds
Oh
up.
my god, that's all he lived.
Well, I love
He
this
simply went
part.
to school.
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
Yep,
when
there was
Oh,
a
he's
she
so
kisses
lucky.
Mo and he's like, oh yeah.
He came.
He's like, was worth it.
I so agree with him. Like that would have been worth it too.
Great episode.
God, yeah.
Well, what would you give it out of 10?
10.
I give it 9 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I love that episode.
I'm gonna
It's
go
so
lower.
heartwarming.
I'll go 7 out of 10.
We're not going to ask Joe because he'll just be a dick.
Oh yeah.
Joe already
go
said it's a 90.
a 2 out of
I give it a
10. for
2.
Joe.
2. It was pretty good. Pretty good.
I love that episode. It's so heartwarming.
It is. It's a wonderful episode. It's definitely. I think it's got some of the most heart. I think of my
Hey,
personal
Kate,
favorites. so.
chat. What do you give it? You give it, like honest opinion. Let's see what we can start getting from the chat. 'cause I
Let's see
think
if
they love
Joe
it.
ignores people who like it.
No, I think
No,
they'll love it.
no,
I
he
think they
can't
will.
because I can click on
Oh,
it
I
that's
and
what-
actually
yeah.
show.
I'm clicking on it
Yeah.
myself.
I think the chat actually is probably gonna love this episode, maybe. So
Well, no,
Uh,
there was I think it was Rebel Wookie early on that was just like I'm with Joe on this one. I'm not digging it so far.
Now, what the hell's
he gave it a Rebel Wookie gave a 6. MOTU Matthew gave 4. Febmon 10 out of 10. What? What?
He's got good taste.
What? Can we
Grim's
use
like,
anybody in the
meh.
chat? All right,
Of
Grim. I
course,
love
Grim
Grim.
just has to be the asshole. I told
think
you,
he-
they're
Hey.
assholes.
Zentron, show
his.
his. -8. Yes.
-8. What a dick.
This is getting better and better. I'm getting really excited. This is fucking awesome.
Now, we don't need to involve the chat anymore. All they want to do is side with the. All they want to do is side with the guy who thinks he's ugly all the time. I
Brian
feel
is
sorry
it
for the
7?
guy with the mask.
Okay, let's see.
9.
Adam, 9. Adam, what the hell? Come on, 9? 9?
Joe, you keep
Sweet
criticizing. He's not
Jesus.
going to give you another mask, Joe. So shut up. That's why I said it. It's worked out better than I thought.
Okay, well.
What's your joke?
Right,
Sorrowful has great potential if he can gain more confidence. I
That's
agree.
the whole point of the character.
Yeah. No, that's what he's saying, and he's in agreement with it.
Oh, I thought he was saying like, yeah, it'd be great if he had more confidence. Like,
You're like, that's the point.
It's a
Yeah.
solid episode. Is it like my
Speaking moistly
the best
said
one that I've-
0.
Nathan's talking
0.
here.
Yeah,
Speaking moistly.
because Joe just wants to highlight people shitting on the episode.
No, I've been seeing everybody's scores. Everybody.
We've bored JSP, so
Oh, who gives a fuck?
your hair's visible.
Yeah, I'll be getting
Yeah,
this cut
no.
soon.
Havoc staff. I think what made me dislike it the most was the dumb guy voice thing. Always found those characterizations too silly for the caliber of writing. 7 out of 10. See, I think that's why I dipped a little bit lower. Like if they would have done something different with Sorrowful's voice to, like exude the
that-
same.
Bother me.
That,
It
lack
doesn't
of
that,
bother- I
that's
like
what
it.
sells the fear is that he's a nervous wreck voice. He's not
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah. But see, I don't know. When I listened to it, I was like, it's like they wanted him to sound dumb in a way and not the scared part.
Well, you and that other guy are dumb.
I like the episode though. That would be my only problem is if they would have done something a little different with the voice.
But I
Well,
feel like the voice, no matter what, you need to feel sorry for the character. I mean, his name is Sorrowful, so
Mhm.
he does need to make you pull
Yeah,
at your
I don't-
heartstrings.
Never thought he sounded dumb. I thought he sounded nervous,
Yeah.
personally.
See, we get it. You guys are just the weirdos. Is it because we're
I
blonde
love
or
Sorrowful
what?
so much.
Yeah,
He's such
I would. But she's She-Ra and I'm He-Man. Of course, we're going to see things
Oh,
different
for
than you guys.
fuck's sake.
So.
Hey, chat, if you guys ain't
I'm just
comments or
calling it as
questions,
I
anything,
is.
Give us any questions you want, please. Please just don't encourage Tyler with the He-Man stuff. Hey,
Don't worry,
go
Joe. You
ahead.
got a He-Man cake
Nathan,
with
I
my
think we-
face on it soon enough.
That's what I'm going to send him. I'm
And
going
then
to
you
send him
can
the
eat
head.
me.
Ugh.
You gotta- Don't they have those printed picture cakes they could do where you could have an actual picture of somebody onto a cake?
Yeah.
I actually did that for my mom. I used Stranger with Candy. I put an image of Stranger with Candy on a cake, and my mom busted out laughing. Like I got a picture of her reaction. It was so awesome. I
that
put
sounds
Jerry
cool.
Blank on a cake for her, and she lit up. She thought that was so cool.
That's pretty cool.
But yes,
Well,
Joe,
that
it
is
could
cool.
be. You don't even know what we're talking about.
No,
Joe.
he doesn't. Joe was antsy because there was a question from JSP. What kind of turkey are you guys going to eat for Thanksgiving?
Oh God, Joe, you want to go first?
Me?
What kind
Well,
of
I don't
turkey?
want
Are there different
I
kinds
don't-
of turkey?
I mean,
I'm gonna
there's
do
just
just-
different brands, I guess.
Well, I'm just gonna do a Cornish
Oh,
Like,
you
hen.
could
Joe's
do
like,
dark.
whatever the cheapest is.
Yeah.
No, well, they sometimes really do have good deals, but it's just
Well,
too much, and it goes. I just don't go
JSP's
nuts for
gonna
something.
I
deep
love how
fry.
excited you get, Joe, when talking about food. You like
Well, I
you
mean,
perk
because I'm
up.
thinking of those Cornish hens. I'm actually excited about it. I like doing the Cornish hens. It's all mine, and I can
Cornish
stuff it
hen?
myself. and
When I
eat
think
it.
of Cornish hens, I just think of like Tiny Tim and like the fucking Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Well, then
with
that's
the
why I
little
probably
rolls.
like
I
it. I
think
can
of like
relate. I have no
Seinfeld
clue.
when they're having the Cornish game hen. Like, what is that little chicken?
Oh, I thought
They're
you were
good,
about
though.
to
Of
say
course you-
Kramer, like, stick a fork in me, Jerry. I'm
I'm
done.
done. I can see Joe shaving with butter like Kramer does, though, and then
Yeah.
eats it.
Yeah.
You know?
No,
love
he'd
my
be
butter.
Norm coming in seeing Kramer as a turkey.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
getting
any of
hungry.
these people.
Yeah.
I just don't
know
know
you
the
don't.
show.
I was like,
Okay.
why are you looking at me like that?
I just don't know.
Oh, wait. Did you call Newman Norm?
Did I? Oh, sorry. Yeah,
What a
Newman.
loser.
Quarterback ain't
I mean-
winning
The
again.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I heard
Sorry.
it say Norm. Like what? Like
Yeah,
Norm
it's-
Macdonald?
no, like Norm, like
Got some
Cheers,
Cheers
which
accent.
is
Cheers.
got
Yeah, I was
Cheers
mixing
a
up
accent.
my
far
sitcom,
superior show.
I
than
like Cheers. That was
Seinfeld.
good.
I like Cheers too, but I like Seinfeld as well.
No, Seinfeld's a better written show than Cheers.
What? Get the
Well,
Yeah.
fuck
good
out
God.
of here.
Hey, Nathan.
Sein-
I think
Seinfeld
we have a question
sucks.
from
Hey, I only
MOTU
ever season
Matthew.
of Cheers, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I don't know,
I like that.
already
He's
said
like, I know. MOTU Matthew, put up his question.
Do you think
Do
Attorney
you
and Playset will hit?
Holy shit! We're gonna talk
10,000
about. Are you
backers.
telling me a playset, man?
No, it will not. There's no way because in almost just over 2 weeks, it's only gained like an extra 200, 300. There's no way. There's no rush that's going to hit at the last second for people to get that. It's just
What's gonna happen if it hits that?
they get Keklar, but either way, you're going to get Keklar because guarantee you,
And
if it gets
and
like
Joe,
9,000
everybody gets King Grayskull if it hits 10,000. Even the people that
Yeah.
weren't the early bird, which everyone was throwing a shit fit about that. I'm like, why? Who gives a fuck? It's a shitty
well,
figure.
we could go into
It's a
that
shitty
sometime.
character. Who
But
cares?
real quick, Keklar, if like I said, they don't reach 10,000, I guarantee you Mattel will release Keklar on Mattel Creations in the future. So you're
Well, it's
going to
only
get it
got 3
regardless, but
days. It's got 3 days
Yeah,
left,
it's-
and it's at 8,544. So
It'll
hey,
never
anything's
make it.
possible.
It just can't. There's not going to be that big of a demand or rush. I don't see that happening. But all right. Well, what's the next one, Nathan? That one? Or what?
No, I'm gonna pop this up because it is relevant to what we talked
Okay.
about. It's a question for all of us. It says, if Sorrowful was our friend, what would we do to help him be a better dragon?
Or take him to the gym with me. It'll work out.
I mean, hey, that could boost his confidence, I suppose.
Hey, you start lifting weights and exercising, man. It does a lot of wonders for the mind and the body. So
Yes, it does.
What about
Joe,
you,
what-
Rebecca? What would you do?
I don't like. I'm still talking about exercising, Joe.
I like how she dismisses.
No,
That's
it's
very
saying
good.
it does. It
Fuck
does.
off,
I
Joe.
don't like cardio, and I don't unless I'm
I love
actually on a
cardio.
bicycle. I don't like cardio, but I like lifting weights.
oh, you should
And
run
stretch.
like while playing the Thundercats theme. That'll really light your ass up.
Do some
Oh,
Chitara
I
action.
do cardio. I just don't. It's not my favorite. I
Oh.
like to lift weights and stretch.
How much you bench, Rebecca? What you benching?
Did you say Rekka? Is that what you said?
Benching. I said,
How much you
Rebecca,
bench,
what you
Rebecca?
benching? What are you benching?
I can lift more than my body weight, so I can lift like 100 pounds.
Joe's like,
What?
oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
well,
I
well,
didn't
good
say
for
it's
you.
not-
For somebody who's like 90 pounds, that's a lot, Joe.
No, that's great. No, I didn't say nothing bad. That is good. I didn't, I didn't do nothing. I said it was really good. That's awesome. So, how would you make Sorrowful a better dragon?
I'm not sure. I like Shear's method of showing him his courage that he didn't know he had by, here's this thing that's going to make you strong. Well, it wasn't actually that. It was in your heart all along.
That's
You know, we could have him confront Joe.
Yeah, I'd be like, do you really want to be like Joe Sorrowful?
I mean,
Dude,
this
it
guy's
would be like
talking
this,
shit
like,
about
wait-
you, Sorrowful. You need to go and confront his ass. And take his mask off, and he'll run screaming.
I would
I
be
don't know.
jumping
I'm
in
trying to
that
figure
well
out how
then,
to make
I'd
my
be
cats
hiding.
less scaredy cats. So I don't know how I would make Sorrowful less of a scaredy cat.
I'd hang out
Okay.
with Sorrowful in a
Nathaniel?
heartbeat, though. Liquid courage, right, Nathan?
Yeah, that's actually probably that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. It was like, hey man, I'll get you
Well,
drunk. This'll make you. He'll be
get
ready
me.
to do anything.
Yeah.
How about you, Joe?
I'd have him listen to like some self-help tapes on a
Ah.
loop while he sleeps, and that'd be
Joe would probably murder him in his sleep and then try to cook him.
Eat
I
him.
guess. Yeah.
Trying to cook them.
Yeah.
Like,
And then talk about how good dragon
Speaking
tastes with
about
butter.
what turkey I'm having for Thanksgiving. Dragon.
Yeah, that's the turkey that Joe's having.
Gator
Sorrowful.
tail. You ever had alligator? That is really.
I have
good.
had alligator actually.
Isn't it? And that is good, isn't it? That is
It
a
tastes
different.
like chicken.
For me, I didn't think it tasted like anything. Because some people said, "Do you think it tastes like chicken, steak?" This, that. I was like,
I don't
The
know
way
if
I
I
had it-
ate the tail or not. I just ate alligator.
yeah, it was
and
gator
tastes like
tail and a
chicken.
whole bunch of these thick bites, and it was blackened. damn, was it good? I was like, I couldn't compare it to nothing. I was like, I never had nothing like it. That consistency, taste, it was good though. Okay, now I'm talking about food. Hey, you got another question there?
Yeah, I guess this has been kind of controversial as of late.
What?
Question? I don't know why this is for Joe because he doesn't even collect them. How's it feel to wait 2 years for Super 7 to release Wave 2 for Thundercats, only for them to be complete garbage?
No, like I said, I
don't-
don't collect them.
I don't understand why. See, Joe doesn't even collect them, but
No,
I
I
don't know
just
why
seen
they're
the
considered
video
garbage.
and I seen a lot of the paints and I was like, for at least what I seen, it looked bad. But I mean, again, I don't collect them. So if there's anybody that loved them, I was like, great. For me, it just I was like,
I
oh,
fucking
they
loved
look
them,
bad.
so I don't know what the fucking problem is. So
Hey, you know what it is. I know what it is.
what is it?
YouTubers being all YouTuber.
Okay. Like certain YouTubers are just like have it out for Super 7 and they just want to bitch about it. So
I mean, hey
hey
man, we've bitched about Super 7 before too, but mostly
Yeah,
just
but-
like why it takes so long. But I mean, I don't know. They're like, no, the face isn't right, and I'm like, well, it goes back to, and I get so mad. I'm almost done just talking about figures because I'm like, who gives a shit? You either buy them or you don't. I don't give a fuck what anybody else buys. I do not fucking care what they have on their shelves, how they spend their money. You want to get statues? Go buy fucking statues. You want Origins? Get Origins. You want Super 7 shit? I don't fucking care. Period. I don't care. I got my stuff. I like my stuff. I don't give a shit what you got. So fucking annoying. Everyone has just gotta like be super angry about it all the time. And yes, I know before the people are gonna be like, yeah, but you guys bitch about that all the time. Yeah, but it's just like in passing. We don't take 45
make a whole
minutes. We don't
video
make
dedicated to
hour-long
it?
fucking
Yeah,
videos to talk
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, we're gonna make a video and just sit there and go and go and go and go.
It's
and
like,
go.
no, we say our piece and then we're done with it. And then it's like, all right, hey,
Move on.
Move on.
You know? Yeah,
Who cares? Who fucking cares?
yeah. You people need to realize too, like, as much as I shit on, like, I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Spend your
don't
money
support-
how
I
you
don't-
want. Please.
Yeah, I'm not.
Don't worry
I'm
about
not
what
gonna-
anyone
yeah,
else
I
thinks.
don't care what you buy any more than I care about what you think about what I buy. I don't
Yeah.
care. I think they suck. I think the toys I think suck. I'm going to say they suck. And if you like them, great. And if you think what I like sucks, then you know what? That's your right. If you don't like it, then start your own damn
Yeah.
podcast and say what you
But-
like.
We never bring it up. It's usually a question asked to us. We're not sitting there posting.
I mean,
Or Joe
sometimes-
Joe makes us
sometimes we
address
do.
like, "Hey,
Yeah.
did you see the new Masterverse figure? We got to talk about it here." So if you want to blame
By the way,
somebody,
I went
blame Joe.
I went to Target, by the way, and I didn't post an updated video.
Oh yeah,
It's the
Everything
same
I-
shit
I-
still there. Clogging
Same
the
stuff,
shelves.
and there was actually it shows they must have had 4 Hordax, 4 She-Ras, because I've been going for X amount of weeks, and all I've seen is 3 and 3. They have not moved for all the weeks since they've been there. And I went there 2 days ago. There's another She-Ra. So now there's 4 She-Ras, 3 Hordax. I was like, did somebody return one, or what the hell
Probably.
happened? But
I don't
either way,
know.
everything
You know what?
sitting there
I
along with
thought-
those 4
I
bought
strat-
thought-
like
They
almost
don't
every
practice so long.
She-Ra figure there is like been released. I even bought the special edition one for Origins.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel the need to buy the store-bought Origin one since I already had that one, so I didn't buy that
Oh.
one. But I didn't buy the Masterverse She-Ra because I'm like, besides the pops, I'm like, I don't collect shit I
It
don't
just
want.
hasn't been selling around
I'm not
here.
gonna
And
just
the same
collect
4
every She-Ra because it's She-Ra. It's got to be good.
Same 4 Stratos figures too, but yeah, everybody it's been showing in their area too, because I asked them and I've asked people, I was like, what does your area look like? And they said they're just not selling.
Yeah,
I mean, I
same
know there's
here.
people that still buy some, and again, if they like it, cool.
I
But I
should
was like,
start taking pictures like you and just sending them to you, Joe, so you can post them with your thing.
yeah,
but
because I mean, it's not being a dick. I'm just trying to say, it's if Target keeps seeing this, just like some of the other areas, some of the WalMarts have stopped with Masterverse completely. This Target, the section's getting smaller and smaller. If they're not selling, they're not going to order. Then there's not going to be any more. I mean, but again, if
Yes.
people like them, it's great.
Yeah,
but if they're not
just
selling like they
spend
thought,
your money how you
spend
want.
your money and enjoy
No
it.
one
Like,
cares.
like I
We
said,
don't care. Just enjoy yourself.
yeah, like I'm giddy for Eternia, and I know a lot of people don't give 2 fucks about Eternia. I'm
Like
super
me.
excited about, like, yeah, Tyler doesn't give a shit about Eternia. I'm
Speaking of
hyped as
which,
a
a question for Tyler: Six Flags or Eternia?
Like, do I want to go to Six Flags or go to Eternia?
I think I know what Grimm's trying to do with that one.
Yeah, I don't get it. It must be a French thing.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
Wink, wink. If you think about that one hard enough, yes. Here's one I think's interesting. Most overrated 80s
Scarface.
Scarface. Without a
Ooh.
doubt.
Yeah.
Well, what would be the next one? Because you and I have talked about this plenty of times, and Scarface was always the one that came up
God,
for
yeah.
us. But what would be another one?
Overrated. God, I'm trying to think of stuff everybody's like crazy for that I just don't give a shit about.
Well,
I can think of a lot of movies like that, like The Matrix, Titanic, shit that people love, and I'm just like, it's not that great.
But it's got to be in the 80s
one,
though.
though?
But
Yeah.
the 80s, I'm trying to think of something from the
That's
80s.
hard
there's
for
not
me
a.
to
I
think.
mean, the Scarface is definitely the first thing that comes to mind, just because
Mhm.
I was sick of all the fucking rappers. Like, oh man, Scarface, gotta watch it. So cool.
I can't. God, that's hard for me. I mean,
Like
like
those are the things I completely
Scarface
love,
is
right?
good, but the pedestal that everyone had put it
It's.
on. when
I
you
mean,
watch
it
it's
was.
like, wow, all
it
right,
was
that's
fun,
it.
but it was very forgettable. Like, I didn't walk away like having any kind of like other than like Mary Elizabeth Master Attorney's like, you want to fuck me? You want to fuck me? And she's shooting at him, and she's all coked out of her head.
It's
You want to
hard
fuck me?
think.
Well, JSP
I'm with
JSP
Joe,
has
it's really
said
hard to
Breakfast
pick
Club.
one.
Oh, bullshit!
I love Breakfast
man.
Club.
I
I
fucking
love
love
Breakfast
Breakfast
Yeah,
Club.
that's a good movie.
Yeah, you're a loser.
Grim
I
says
think
Blade
that's
Runner
overrated.
feels overrated.
I have
Really?
yet to sit. I can't sit through it. I get bored out of my mind when I watch Blade Runner. I've tried it twice, and I cannot sit through
Oh.
the movie.
I
It's
really
boring
like
as
it.
shit.
Harrison Ford? Is that the one with
Yeah.
Harrison Ford?
No, you're thinking
I
Yeah,
Indiana
with the
Jones,
cyborgs.
Joe.
I mean, I
Yes,
didn't.
it's
No,
cars.
no, I'll be honest. I couldn't really remember because I
Oliver
didn't
Becker
really
got
watch
that,
the movie.
yeah.
Well, I guess you
I
guys
just-
are right there because nobody else remembers it, or they can't sit through it. But I like.
Yeah, I just
Blade
don't
Runner. I
remember.
really enjoyed Blade Runner.
Well, I feel like I'm in the minority because I feel like anybody who brings up like Blade Runner, they all love it. I'm like,
Well, Blade Runner's it's fine. It's not something.
That's
I'd
a really good
find
fucking
myself
question
going
though,
back
but
to.
I just can't. I can't think of
The
one.
thing
I
is,
see
that gets a lot of bad rap.
oh, I
though,
got,
so I
I
don't
got
feel
a
like it's
Ferris Bueller's
overrated.
Day Off. I think the movie fucking sucks.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, that movie's fine.
I love it.
I think Matthew
love it.
Broderick's
I
a
love it.
wimp. He's a wiener. Like there's nothing cool
I
about
love
him
that
at
movie.
all.
I love that movie.
I like
I
that
just watched it
movie.
yesterday. I watched it yesterday. I just watched
You
it.
would.
Yeah, it was. It was part of a.
I can think of
marathon.
underrated stuff, but it's hard to think of overrated.
Well, there's more
stuff, 'cause I
underrated
like all
stuff in
those
the 80s than
movies.
overrated because I
Right,
Uh,
Masters of the Universe,
Like
with
Monster
Sonya,
Squad,
Conan the
super
Destroyer.
underrated. Monster
Oh,
Squad.
God, exactly,
I
Monster
think
Squad.
Monster Squad is
Monster Squad's
definitely-
starting to get its love now.
Yeah, it's getting.
Yeah, but
its
it was
day.
really underrated though. It's like
Yeah,
a lot
Oh,
of
for
people-
years, yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
you
that
know,
one came out the day I was born too.
Oh,
Yeah, it did.
Masters of the
It opened up
Universe.
the same day as Master of the Universe.
I mean, I guess some people could say that Predator is
Yep.
overrated.
Bullshit.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you.
That's too bad
You
Monster
bag of
Squad didn't
dicks.
come out on a
I'll
different
go-
date though. You know?
Rebel Wookiee,
go.
Top Gun, overrated.
I
haven't
can see
seen
why
it.
people would say that because I don't
I
hold
can see
Top
that
Gun
because
in
I
the
don't
highest
care about
regard.
that.
But
Haven't
it's a good
seen
film. But I don't like Back to the Future is really good. But
I guess
don't-
Tyler could add that one to his
yeah, I
list
would
in a
add Back
way.
to the Future. It's a great film, but I don't.
I
get
love
why people-
fucking Back to the Future. I love
Well,
it. Fucking
it is
love
a good film, but I don't get it. I don't get why people are just like, "Oh my god, Doc Brown! I want to be Doc Brown." And like, I don't get it. I don't.
Well, I don't hear
understand
many
it.
people say that. I think they just like the thought of if they could go back in time and change stuff, even though
Yeah,
that's not what
yeah,
the point
but
was.
all
but-
it is nothing. It's nothing. There's nothing fun about the time travel stuff because you keep fucking
Oh,
with
it is.
everything. There's nothing fun
yeah,
about
but it was exciting. It was exciting. It was.
Well, it
a
was
really
cool.
good
The idea
fucking
of like
series.
Leah Thompson's playing your mom and you might end up fucking her like that.
Oh God, can we get another question?
I
That
do.
was
I do like that.
uncomfortable.
And Hordak plays Martin McFly's
Well, how,
grandfather.
Joe? How is that uncomfortable? That's like that's the part of the premise of the
Oh,
film.
that,
Is that he's uncomfortable because he was like, "Oh man, my
Another
mom,
question.
you're so
Another
hot."
question. Hey,
Oh,
what else we
I'm-
got up here?
Hey, what else? man?
Joe's being not weird again.
Yeah. No, it's just Graham saying Predator 2 and Robots.
Oh, they are
RoboCop
heavily
2 are gross.
underrated, especially Predator 2 and both of those because I actually got the movie poster for RoboCop 2 in my den.
How about this one? Overrated. Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
I
don't
like-
know,
I like
I like
Fast
that
Times.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, but
like it.
I mean, I guess I don't hold it in the highest regard like generic 80s fans do. Like, I feel like there's certain films like the cliche 80s fans, like, oh, it's like the go-tos, and that's about it from them.
I
You know.
googled 80s movies just to see if there's something that could
Yeah, you're
jog my
trying to
memory.
find something.
And it says top picks for you, Rebecca. Ewoks. The Ewoks movie, Supergirl, Critters 2, Howard the Duck.
Howard the
Your
Duck is
Christmas
vastly
special.
underrated.
Yeah,
I
it
love
is.
Howard
That
the
was
Duck.
Marvel's
Empire
first
Strikes
movie,
Back,
wasn't it?
Superman,
Yep. Yep.
Halloween 5. I'm like,
No,
yeah, I like
not
all these
Halloween
movies.
5. What a
Halloween
piece of
5
shit.
is a piece of shit. Yeah.
I love Halloween
Tron.
5. Fucking awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Nah, that movie's fucking hot garbage.
You're hot garbage, you dick nut.
What's that? Missing link? I don't know what
I'm
the
sure
fuck
Joe
that is.
related to that dumbass kid. He's for you, Jamie. And like
Yeah.
Joe's like, oh, it's me.
I don't know. I'm having a hard time thinking of something that's overrated because I like.
It is weird.
all those
It's like,
movies.
yeah, it's either I really like the movie or just completely hate it.
Like
but I don't know,
Blade
it's hard.
Runner, I would
Alright.
say is overrated because it gets a lot of shit from people.
Oh,
you know,
man.
so it's not overrated because
It's-
people usually don't praise it.
Here's
But it's gotten so many cuts. Like Blade Runner
It
on
does.
home
It's
video.
stupid.
Jesus
I've not
Christ.
even. I liked them, and I've not even seen all the cuts.
It's almost as bad as like Evil Dead and Army of Darkness on DVD and Blu-ray. Like, gee, how many more versions of that film do you fucking need?
Yeah.
Gosh, Anchor Bay back in the day. Here's the super deluxe edition of Army of Darkness.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they would do that a lot.
God.
I mean, Joe Blow had a top 10 most overrated movies of the 80s, since it's Tyler's go-to website. You know what's on it? Batman '89.
Ooh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
People said, "Ooh."
Well,
Keep
I
going,
will say the
keep
modern
going.
people who work on that website, you can clearly tell they're like more millennial bullshit.
This was
Chris
back in
Nolan was the
2016.
best.
This was 2016
Because Chris
when the
Nolan
series
was the best Batman.
Yeah, they're all blowing Nolan's version.
So according to Joe
I'm
Blow,
not a
here
fan of Nolan's Batman.
Yeah,
movies.
fuck his Batman movie.
here are the 10 overrated 80s films: Caddyshack, Tron, Dirty Dancing, Top Gun, Fletch, Gremlins, Batman, Ordinary People, Footloose, and St. Elmo's Fire.
Well, most
Okay,
of
I
this
don't
comes
like
out- let's-
Footloose very much. I'll give Footloose that. I don't care or like that movie very much.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
see, that whole thing is just based off of like the hit song, you know? Like no one
Right.
else really like.
I like the song. I don't care about the movie.
I
though,
don't.
but
I didn't even like the song. I've seen parts of
Flashdance.
the
I don't
movie.
care about Flashdance very much.
Yeah, me neither.
so I guess I can say
Caddyshack.
those.
I've never really cared about Caddyshack.
But I don't
Um,
think like they're bad movies.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think
just
they're.
not
I don't
my
think
cup of
any of
tea.
those are
No,
like
they're not.
overrated.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I never saw Fletch though.
I
love
like
Fletch.
Tron, but I don't feel like it's overrated because like
Mm-mm.
Blade Runner, it gets a lot of crap. So I don't think it's overrated because
Oh, here's a
think it's
ballsy one.
underrated.
Brian Bromagen, Nightmare on Elm Street, overrated.
Oh,
What?
No.
Oh, if he's talking
What?
about the remake, yeah.
No, he's
Yeah, right.
talking.
No, I know he's talking about the original,
No.
which he. Yeah,
Original's
I don't know what he's
fucking
talking about.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's scary
Fucking
as hell.
JSP, underrated Halloween 3
Yes.
season of the
I
witch.
will attest
Yep,
to
yep.
that. Yeah.
very much so underrated.
Yeah.
Yep.
Finally brought Tyler over once he finally sat down and watched it.
Yeah. Yep. I will say I think the Halloween 2 score is better than the first Halloween.
Ooh, I need
I
to
would
watch
ha-
it
I would
and
have
listen
to-
to the
I would have to
score.
Yeah.
listen to it
Like the
again.
opening theme music with the credits, I think it's superior than the opening credits in Halloween 1.
Mm.
I mean, it's the same score, but with like kind of like an organ sound, like played. It sounds more epic and a bit
Need
and
to
a lot
listen to them
creepier.
side by side.
Oh god, yeah, it's awesome.
Motu Matthew, if you say my name 3 times correctly, does Joe disappear?
If only.
Wait, do make it happen because you know what you can do, Nathan. Say it, and you know
Oh,
what
yeah.
to do.
Well, let's all, the 3 of us say it in unison on the count of 3, and we'll see if Joe disappears. Okay, 1,
Okay.
3 times in a row. So 1.
Are we saying Motu or Motu Matthew?
Motu Matthew?
Okay.
See, now we've already said it twice, so just
Motu
say it.
Matthew.
All right, hey, look at
Oh,
that.
no.
It's magic.
Oh, I'll be damned. We
It's
gotta start doing
magic.
that more
It's like
often.
the Candyman in reverse.
Why didn't we do this during the commentary? We could have saved ourselves a lot of headaches.
Ah, yeah, we could have, huh? That would have worked. Oh no!
Oh,
Oh man,
no.
he's back! Son of
Yeah.
a bitch!
It's only temporary.
Yes, yeah, it's temporary.
Greedy bastard.
That'd be awesome if he did that. The Candyman.
Yeah, I
included.
don't like. I
But,
hate Dirty
like-
Dancing. Dirty Dancing fucking sucks.
You know,
Yeah.
no, Dirty Dancing's pretty good.
I mean, Jennifer, what's her name's hot in it, but that's about it.
No, Dirty Dancing's
Jennifer
pretty
Grey?
solid.
Jennifer Grey, yeah, she's
Yeah.
hot in it. She's pretty cute.
I don't know, like,
Boy, she looked different when she got that nose job. She looked
Why
like a
do
different
Yeah.
that?
person.
That's like
I
her
don't know, she was
signature
so-
thing.
She was so pretty. She
Yeah,
was
it
so
was.
pretty.
She regretted
Remember when
it
they
right
showed her-
afterwards because she said all of
Oh,
her
I bet
work,
she
just
did.
got no
Remember
more
when
work
she
'cause
was-
she didn't.
Yep. Yeah, because she was gonna have that new TV series. Everybody was like, "Who the hell is this?" She looked like a whole different person. Like, why would you do that to yourself? That everything about
Yeah.
her, it's like, yeah, it fit perfectly. I don't know why she did that. She messed up.
Underrated. Back to
Oh
school.
yeah, I love that's
Yeah.
that's Roger's
Yeah,
best film.
Great movie. Great movie.
Yeah, me and Joe are big fans of that film.
Yeah, great fucking movie.
Here's one from Papa Huds. Fans of Power when's the next Crimes Against Masters episode?
Ah,
If so, could y'all persecute the mighty?
Oh, I'd love
Well,
to
I
do
mean-
that.
We got no problem doing that. Maybe
Yeah,
we
we
get
can
actually
do
Mighty
that.
Spectre to show up on the podcast.
I feel like that's every other.
Oh,
episode
wait.
for us.
We don't want to do that. That probably won't go as well as we think it might if we try to persecute, because others have done it before and they failed miserably.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's just an inside joke, people.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, see, I'm still trying to think of more overrated 80s movies. Well, or you know what? Let's just. How about overrated 90s movies then? I think.
Matrix.
Yeah, but see, The Matrix is pretty like,
Titanic.
decent.
Titanic. Well, I mean, it's fine, but I'm like, God, people were just like, oh my God,
I've never seen it.
bullet time.
I've never seen Titanic.
You've never seen The Matrix, Joe?
Titanic.
Oh.
I've never seen
Which
Titanic.
is fucking saw Titanic. So Joe
I
can
mean,
go beat
you're
off
not
the road.
you're not
Face
really
Off?
missing much.
That
Yeah.
movie sucked.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, with Travolta and Cage,
Yeah, it
right?
sucked.
Or something.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it. The
Yeah, that was
minute
strange.
they switch faces, but they don't have like, the Travolta
Yeah.
punchy body and Nicolas Cage's
Yeah,
like,
it was
skinny
just.
body.
I
What
did
is
not like that
bullshit?
movie.
What about that?
But did people like that? Was that
Con
praised though
Air.
by
Yeah,
people? Or
people love that movie still.
they really did love Face Off? Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was just universally.
Well, I think
hated or
it was
disliked.
more of like John Woo makes a movie in America, because people.
Oh no,
were
that was
like,
Hard Target. That was like his first film. Then he did like Broken Arrow, and then I think Face Off was like the.
That's what
big hype.
I'm saying
Grim
though.
says
Like it's
Did
Mission
you
sharing
Impossible
the-
say
movies?
Hard
Absolutely.
Target and Sundance
Yeah,
Combo Action?
I love both those films.
Yeah.
Both.
I
yeah.
had to convince Tyler to give Sudden Death a try because he was like,
Oh, really? That was a
oh,
good
and then he
movie.
watched
Yeah,
it and he
'cause
was like, it was fucking great, and I'm like,
Yeah, I saw it as
know.
a kid, didn't like it at all because I'm like, yeah, he's not doing the Van Damme stuff. I don't like it.
Oh.
And I'm like, what the fuck
was
was
a
I
good movie,
thinking?
yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I love
Grim,
Powers Booth
Grim
in
pointed
it.
out the Mission Impossible movies. I completely agree.
I've
with
only
that.
seen 1, 2, and 3. I had lost interest after the third film.
I've
I
seen
had
one.
I'm not-
Yeah.
That was it, part one.
How
Yeah,
many
I
are
did-
there now?
I think it was like 6.
Like
Yeah.
100? I don't know.
It feels
Yeah,
like
like-
100, right?
Yeah.
I've lost count. It
And
seems
they
like
keep
there's always
making
numbers.
them. Forrest Gump.
Forrest
Yeah.
Gump was an avalanche of hot ass. I like
It's a-
Forrest
I
Gump.
enjoyed
It's
it.
a
I
good
enjoyed
film, but I remember what kept me from wanting to see it was everyone in 5th grade kept saying, "A box of chocolates ruined for us." Like, I don't want to see it because everyone kept quoting the fuck out of it. I'm like,
Oh,
you know
so
what?
Yeah.
I
that
don't wanna-
was your GI Joe, huh?
Yeah, that was my GI Joe. And when I
Oh.
did see it, yeah, it was really good. But I was
It
sick and
was.
tired
Just-
of everyone quoting box
Yeah,
of
for
chocolates.
me, it was sad. It was one of those movies that made me cry. It's like, I can't watch this movie. That poor guy, everything he went through. It's like, I can't watch this movie again. I liked it, but it's,
And,
kinda
and it is sad.
cringy.
The last time I watched, I got
It is.
depressed. I was like, oh,
yeah, that's
I'm
what I
not
mean.
watching
I'm
this
depressed.
movie
I was
again.
crying. It's like, I can't watch these kind of movies. Joe doesn't like
Yeah,
crying.
Jenny got AIDS and fucking died.
And that
Yeah.
didn't happen in the
Bubba
book. That's what
dying
pissed me
and-
off. It
Yeah.
didn't happen in the book. So why did they have to make it more insane in the movie
Now
to make
he's
it
stuck
seem
Well, they
with
gotta go
sad?
to the
Joel
Oscar.
Osment.
It just,
Yeah.
just annoyed
Yeah.
me.
What
before
happened
he
to
got all
Jenny in
fat.
the book? Did she live?
Yeah, they lived and they were together. It's like, why couldn't we have had a happy ending? This poor guy went through all this fucking shit. Let him have his girl at the end. No, we're gonna in the movie get rid of her too. It's like that. Oh, it fucking annoyed me.
Well, she's
So,
a bit of a bitch in the movie too. So
Ah,
it's
yeah.
just, yeah. I mean, like,
She kind of had it coming.
yeah. So
I don't know if a movie that's getting much praise in recent years, Event Horizon.
I saw
I've
it
never
once on
seen it.
VHS, and I
Never seen it
just
either.
it came and went, and I was like, it didn't leave an impression on me.
I didn't know nothing about
I
it.
watched it when I was younger, and then
Oh.
it was.
Fucking Independence Day. I hate that fucking movie.
Yeah, I don't go. Yeah, I don't like that.
That's
yeah,
when it- that's when
I
I just
loved
wanna
it as a
really-
kid. I'm like, I have no
Yeah.
desire to ever see that film again.
Yeah, it was back when.
Didn't they do
what-
another one recently that
Yeah.
bombed?
That one was
Yeah.
garbage.
Everybody forgot about it.
That one was fucking terrible. I can't even believe I sat down and watched any of it.
Yeah.
Oh, did you? Did you go to the
But-
theaters or did you?
I actually did go to the theaters and see it
Oh, wow,
because
really?
we knew it was going to be bad. I went with it was me and Emily and a guy that we both worked with and his wife because we were all just hanging out. I was like, yeah, let's just, and we took airplane bottles and bought expensive sodas and just poured the airplane bottles in there and just started drinking through the whole thing. But even then, I was like, this is fucking bad. But Event Horizon. Bought it cheap on Blu-ray and watched it, and I was like, some parts of it are kind of awesome, but overall the movie I was like, but I like the part, it's like where we're going, we don't need eyes
eyes
to see.
That's the only line people at school ever quoted was that
Yeah.
one line.
I don't even know the fucking movie at all. Not
I'm sure
all.
Joe knows this movie, Tales from the Hood.
Yes, I have that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Johnny?
What's the devil say at the end of the movie, Joe? when he flicks his tongue and he's talking about welcome to hell.
I can't remember. I don't know.
And you call yourself a black man.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I know.
Accent Jackson.
Yeah, very
is
underrated.
Yes.
Yeah, that movie kicks ass.
That should have been a franchise.
Wait a
Yeah.
second. You know why this is getting better and better?
Because I just have it right here on the shelf.
But what's even better is I got the VHS right there. Some Action Jackson.
Man,
Craig
How
T.
about
Nelson kicks ass in that too.
I've seen that movie.
he's so weird as the villain though. Like
But it's because you're just like, that's Coach, man. What's
oh
he doing?
yeah. I'm like I don't buy him as a guy that could take on Action Jackson. I mean,
How about this one? Underrated.
never saw it. Never saw it. I know.
Wait,
it, but I
wait.
never saw it.
It's pretty solid.
That was the one.
No, I've not seen it.
About like somebody that was a killer and the boy or something. Or I know I've seen that movie about some kids or some killing or.
Dark City. I remember
think
seeing the
Frailty
trailer for that in theater several times and wanted to see it because
Dark City is pretty good.
Does
Dark
Darby
City's pretty
Wilson
good.
said yes, Dark City is very underrated.
This is what I've been wanting to show you guys. It's I remember getting in school years ago when they were having like they do that stuff where you buy books and all that shit. I only have
Book
this
fair?
volume that has book fair. It's like I can't even say it. But it
That's
has
where you buy books.
5, 6, 7, and 8. But it's the Choose Your Own Adventures.
I
TSR,
remember those books.
Oh yeah, Choose Your
Yeah.
Own Adventures are always great.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
they're
used
cool. I
to
wish
lose interest in it pretty quick because it was reading. So
I wish I had the other volume though. I never did get the other volume. But
it'd be cool if we
this
had
one.
He-Man She-Ra books of Choose Your Own Adventures.
Well, they only had that
Hey.
one.
I
Remember,
think they
had
did
that
GI
one.
Joe like that. I think it was GI Joe.
I have a Golden Girl books that are Choose Your Own Adventures.
That kicks
Well, I'll be
ass.
damned.
There's
Do they
there's a
still
He-Man one,
make
though.
those at all? They need to bring
I have
that
no
shit
idea.
back if they're not.
Yeah.
The UK did have a Choose Your Own Adventure He-Man. I got that one. It's
Oh,
pretty cool. Yeah.
How about Memoirs of an Invisible Man?
I never saw that.
Never
I remember
seen
the
it.
trailers on TV as a kid, but I never
That's
saw
Chevy
it.
Chase, John Carpenter, right?
Yeah. Daryl Hannah and Sam Neill.
Yeah, I never.
Well,
Yeah.
whose question was this? That's really channeled off into some good discussion. Who did this? I forgot. Was
Yeah.
that Felipe or who was it?
Yeah, that was.
Good question.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, he's even got the
It's Turtles.
90s
Turtles 1990, so he's got good taste
Yeah.
already. So
Yeah.
greatest incarnation of TMNT.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Then we call them the animated series.
Any
Well,
food stories from Joe this week?
all right. Well,
No,
I'm gonna go use the
nope.
bathroom while Joe does that. So.
Oh, actually, I was gonna say it'll be a quick one because I don't
Just come up with something, Joe. Make shit up. You do it all the time anyway, you liar.
yeah, I am. No, I don't.
Sandy.
I can't.
You told them. I mean,
I can't think of. I can't think of any question. Yeah, watch Frailty on HBO Max. It actually was a good movie.
yeah, I've not
I
seen that one. I've heard of
I
it.
know I know I remember
Let me
that. Damn it.
see it. Sometimes I just so fucking bad with
I
names.
swear it was
I need to
about
see
two
like something.
Boys or something, and a father and somebody killing. If that's the movie, I'm
I'll
thinking
read the
about.
synopsis for you. One day, a widowed blue-collar worker has a revelation. He must destroy those revealed to him as demons. He then begins
yeah.
the serial
right,
killings
okay.
of God's hand killer across Texas, but he also has 2 young sons. The younger
No,
of
okay.
whom idolizes him and believes in the cause, while his older brother is revolted but cannot bring himself to stop his father. 20 years later, the elder son walks into a police station and confesses. It's got Powers Booth, Bill Paxton,
Not seen it.
Matthew
all.
McConaughey.
Looks good.
It is. It's a good movie. And if he's saying it's on HBO Max, if you guys have it, then yeah, watch it.
Yeah.
What's that? Snell's World said most overrated 80s cartoon. Huh.
Masters Universe.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
I know you are.
I wouldn't be able to think of.
I don't think any of them are overrated.
No, I think some are
To me.
underrated, but I don't think any are overrated.
Yeah, I
They
couldn't
deserve
think
all
of
the
any.
praise that they get. In fact, I think a lot like Masters of the Universe are underrated right now with all the memes and shit and you
Yeah.
know the repetition. it has.
90s
I
sci-fi
like
films like
Mars
Species.
I thought Mars Attacks was fun. I never saw all the species. I only saw pieces of it.
I've seen the
Species kind of
First
sucks.
one, I like the first one. The others were just awkward. Mars Attacks was different, but yeah, I did.
I
like
liked
the-
Mars
I like Mars
Attacks.
Attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like
Mars Attacks,
Species,
yeah.
the first one, like you, Joe. I like the first one, and the other ones
Yeah.
kind of lost me.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
when my well, I think we were at my dad going to see it by himself, and I remember like thinking like, oh man, dad's going to go see that scary like, creepy female alien movie. Like, oh man.
Wasn't there another weird movie called Mimic or something that was?
Yeah.
Oh, that movie was
Yeah.
a piece of shit. I
Yeah,
saw
it
that
was
movie and
weird.
says, what a
It was like the
Pile
bug
of
guy,
shit.
right?
yeah,
I'll-
honey
I'll-
shoes.
That sucks.
all I remember was Mimic and Phantom, so it just seemed like interchangeable to me as a kid.
Oh,
Like the
God.
posters, the
These
text,
shitty
like the
Dimension
green.
films.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, see, even Grim says, said, yeah, I love Robmont. Species, yes, but Mars Attacks, I haven't really encountered many people to talk about that one. You're right, Grim. Not many people talk about that Mars Attacks. Sounds, I've seen it once. I don't think it was that good.
What the hell do you know?
Yeah.
Overrated
How about-
80s cartoon and
No
Spectre
bullshit.
Gadget.
I loved Inspector
We
Gadget.
love it.
Well, we were saying this before you came back. I don't really think there's any overrated 80s cartoons.
I can't think of any.
If anything, there's more underappreciated 80s cartoons than there
Yeah.
are.
That's what I was
overrated.
saying.
That's what she was saying.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. I feel like,
With this
One
meme
of the-
culture, they're very underrated right now.
well, yeah, because there's so many other properties that we have all talked about. One of Joe's favorites, like Sectars, Brave Star, Visionaries, the Centurions, Bionic 6. So many under the radar properties that no one seems to either remember, or people do remember, but obviously no one's got. I wish NECA would stop doing all this Godzilla Back to the Future shit and get the license for Bionic 6 and give us like a whole line of Bionic 6. You did it with Defenders of the Earth. That was fucking brilliant. Why can't we
I've
give
never
it Bionic...
seen so many Godzilla figures in my life than I have.
I
in the
don't
past couple
get it.
years.
Like,
There's
how
a
many more
lot.
Godzilla figures does NECA
Yeah.
need to
Even
keep
that
making?
and Predator, I was like, oh my god, they're just.
And I
going
love
overboard.
Predator, but
yeah,
Jesus
but
Christ, man, I don't need to
Yeah.
have I just need the ones from
There's
the
a
movies,
lot.
maybe a couple of variations, but that's it.
yeah, they've gone way.
God,
overboard with
I
that
mean,
shit.
I know they love to milk the variant. I mean, I thought.
Do you know
Super Seven-
anybody that's collected every Predator's figure? Like,
No.
There
I
are
just-
some. I've seen
Really?
some people. I've seen some people on Reddit that
Really?
are super. They got like every single fucking
You gotta
one.
be kidding.
Yeah.
That's a
Which I mean,
shocker.
I guess that's fine, but some of it, I just feel like this is bullshit. Like it's just color variations. Raising the same fucking figure for $30 damn again and again and again.
Yeah.
And I get why they do it, but it's still insulting to the customer, I think.
Well, Tyler, I guess you better go make a 36-minute video about it.
Yeah, I'll come up with a bullshit personality and rant and rave about it.
And Frailty is on HBO Max if you have it.
No, I don't. I just got Peacock, Netflix, and I will be getting Paramount
Wait,
Plus.
hold on a second. Snell's World, what are you saying? Snell's World said,
I was
what's a
talking,
worse-
Joe.
Hold on. What's a worse movie? Once Bitten?
Once
Cutting
bitten,
Edge?
no.
Once Bitten's
That's
great.
great. That's an awesome movie.
Yeah, well,
We
I
talked
wanna
about
say
it on
Cutting-
Beyond Retro once.
Yeah,
Wow.
you didn't clearly didn't watch that, did you?
Snell's, that's a great movie. Great
Yeah.
fucking movie. Oh
Well,
my
whatever
God.
Cutting Class is, that movie's a piece of shit. So I'm going to say that.
I actually, I've
That's-
never heard of that. I don't
I've
know
never
what-
heard of it either. But
So
Once
I'll
Bitten's
say
a
that
fucking
just because I've
classic.
never heard of it.
Me
It's just-
too.
It's
I actually was thinking about Once Bitten just the other
yeah.
day. I don't know why. Just
It's
you
a
know.
it's a horror movie from '89 that has Brad Pitt in it before he really took off. And I have watched it before, and yeah, that movie sucks ass.
I've not
Once
seen
Bitten's awesome. Like Lauren
Yeah.
Hutton's hot as shit, and Robin's hot. I saw that movie when I was hitting puberty, so like, that was a big deal. To like think of like this older, like,
Hard
beautiful
cocks
woman.
everywhere.
Yeah, it was awesome. Like you just could relate to everybody in this. Plus, it was like the peak Jim Carrey fandom. So we discovered this movie where he's like wanting to score, and he's got like two beautiful women chasing after him. He all he wants to do is fuck. You're like, I can relate to that. Well,
What about Porky's? Does anyone have like
I
is that
love-
underrated, overrated?
I
I don't know. I
love
think that's overrated.
Well, that's a
But,
movie,
I-
like I said. I think that might be a different time for when people grew up to experience it. But when I say,
Oh yeah, that's
I was
right. We
freaking
forget
out.
that Joe was 32 when these movies came out.
Pretty
so-
much. But no, I like Porky's, and it was a funny fucking movie. It was. I enjoyed it. But once hit one more before we wrap it up, because it's 10, and I know we all got things we're gonna be doing here, getting ready to do. So hit one more good one, Nathan.
I love how Joe gets to control like our fun.
I don't-
No. It's just I know that
I don't
you
see
gotta-
anything else yet. It's more just like the comments
Ah,
about
damn
tossing out like
Well, hey,
underrated,
wait.
overrated.
Just to be honest, if you guys wanted to keep going, you go ahead because
Oh
I have
no!
something-
You've already done put it out there that we got to start wrapping this thing up
No,
here.
I was
Joe,
actually
so.
looking out for you.
No,
You
you
got to
weren't.
get to work. I was. I love you, Tyler.
I do have to get to work early tomorrow.
But
'cause
not
Monday,
like Jenny
Monday's
Q.
the biggest day.
Oh, not like
Yeah,
Jenny
not
Q.
like
That's
Jenny
that's
Q.
a- that's a
Well,
whole
I
different
don't
problem.
want you to love me with Jenny Q because then you'd be
That's so
rubbing up on my
cute.
leg and stuff.
You know when she kisses me, I'm gonna pass out just like Bo did. That's what's gonna
Aw,
happen. Man, I'm just gonna be. So,
that's
I'll be
so
ready.
cute.
I'll be ready.
Pitch tent while he's laying on the ground.
Yeah, he's just sitting there with this big boner sticking out of his.
Am I me?
He's like that dead guy in Clerks in the bathroom, just jerking off
when
and
they're-
dies.
yeah.
There's Joe.
There's bigger titties in that one.
Am I
No,
me?
not that one.
Oh, shoot.
Oh boy, it's gonna knock the hell out of my hemorrhoids. I mean,
Oh,
that's,
crap.
that's a Friday night. with
Oh,
Joe
wait. All right. Some overrated 90s horror films. Blair
you
Witch
put
Project.
this
Tremors.
guy-
Do not put Tremors on this
Yeah,
list.
Oh,
what the hell are
Tremors
you
is great.
doing?
Blair Witch, you can put that there though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Blair-
agree.
Blair
Scream,
Witch-
I agree with
put
that,
there.
Joe.
Scream is overrated. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Arachnophobia.
I like
I love
Scream,
Tremors.
but yeah, it is. I don't like
And
it.
Bram
as much
Stoker's
as everybody.
Dracula is pretty decent.
That was
too.
good.
I like
would-
Bram Stoker's
I like
Dracula.
to look at it. The story is not good, but
I'll
the
put
visual,
Scream, Blair Witch Project. What he said, yeah, I don't really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Blair
Tremors
Witch. Blair Witch is overrated.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree
But-
with
but
that.
I
But
once
I
again,
really, I
once-
really like
it's-
Bram
it's like
Stoker's.
it's like a blowjob that's like built up so much, but then like when you're done, like God, it really wasn't that good.
But hey, I still enjoy that last scene where he's standing in the corner.
Well, it's,
Because
it's
they-
like that house that I was going to take Nathan
Ugh,
to.
no.
That's what that was going to be like.
See,
'Cause
I
that's-
thought the problem was like it came out. I was too young to see it. My family was like, "You're not allowed to watch it." And then when I finally watched it, and it was over. I was like, "This is stupid." So I thought it was just me.
Oh, well, all right. So you got the ending, and then when they're like, Josh, I think it's Josh. They're like, Josh, where's the map? I kicked that fucker in the creek, man. I like that one.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I don't know. I give them props for pulling off. People thought that shit actually happened.
Everyone, like my dad.
It's
and brother,
not
like,
hard to
bought
fool
into it.
people though, because people are stupid.
But there was some like the hype machine back then because that was early days of the internet. So it was like it was built up, and of course that was the summer of '99. I went to the theater more times that summer than any year of my life was the summer of '99.
People are so
And-
fucking dumb though.
But yeah, I remember like when it came out, it was like
That's
it was
it.
fake, and yet people were just like,
Right? Well, not that long ago, they had that fucking mermaid documentary that people were calling into the government like, "Our mermaid's real." Fucking
the same people who
morons.
watch Avatar, like I'm gonna kill myself so I can come back as a blue man group. That's my James Stewart impression. Like,
Oh yeah.
someone get me money so I wouldn't kill myself. I made me thinking like, Nathan, can you give us like a Diamond Dallas page? And like Vince McMahon.
Oh. Yeah. Hang on. A Diamond Dallas page with a diamond cutter. Trash. Well, we used to my friend and Josh and I used to call him Diamond Dallas Trash, and then his finish was the trash compactor.
That's good.
Man, it's not that great.
You didn't like him at all? You didn't like that?
No, actually, I like DDP. We're just giving him shit because
Oh.
I think this was a time period when DDP was kind of feuding with Scott Steiner, and Scott Steiner was like calling him a piece of trash and everything. You know, those Scott Steiner promos and how.
Those
Steiner
are always great.
recliner.
Yeah, that's Steiner.
Mesmerized by the greatest body.
Yeah, I mean, I like. You remember when he's like, "Go watch WWF because WCW sucks."
Did you ever notice that Scott Steiner always had a problem when he tried to say the largest arms in the world? He's like, largest arms in the world. He always had an issue
Dude,
putting it. Yeah,
well,
I was
that
like,
was-
why can't he say that?
That's
He
the whole
fucks it
point
up
of a Steiner promo, man. You know he's gonna fuck it up. And
Yeah,
he's
it was like
just
Yeah.
he's
every
not
week.
gonna-
But it made him funny, I guess.
Yeah, it
those
made him funny.
promos. Yeah.
And his one doing the math is always do that. Have any of us seen the Japanese version?
No,
I
I
did.
didn't want to. I didn't want to see
Uh,
the ring. I still haven't because I didn't give
Dude.
a fuck.
They're not very good. I'll be right back.
Be right back. bro.
Another.
I
you
was
did
sick
that
of all
last
the
week?
Japanese remakes that the after the ring came out. I was like, oh, we got to remake this. We got to remake that.
Yeah, they
Oh,
did the
and this.
Grudge.
And all it is just like the little girls is like go oh, at the camera. Like, why is that fucking scary?
Yeah, they put that shit in the trailer too.
Yeah,
Newt,
like, fuck
Newt's
those
still
movies.
there. I just took her off because it just didn't have the camera thing.
Yeah,
It-
Yeah. I don't know.
I didn't mind
I-
the ring. I know they did the ring, the Grudge.
I tried watching the American version of The Ring again a couple years back because I bought the DVD back when it came out because you know that was like the thing and whatever. Watched it. I was like, this shit sucks. Like this sucks. I'm fucking bored. And I don't remember it being that bad back then.
And what was
but-
the remake that they just did of one of those movies that they did an American version?
I think
Was
they
it like
remade The Grudge.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
redid
that's
the
what- yeah.
Grudge
The
again.
I was like,
Grudge,
how are
yeah.
you
Like,
going to remake
why?
this when it was just out a few years ago? And now you're doing another. Wait, what? Yeah, I didn't get that.
Just the
yeah,
desperation of Hollywood. Like
it's
it
pretty
is
bad.
pathetic.
Right now.
It,
It's bad.
I don't think. I really didn't think it could get any worse, but I
Yeah,
swear
like
to
those
God,
damn
like
Saw movies started getting overrated to me. They
Oh.
started doing so many.
Those are overrated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Saw.
The first one for what it was.
Then they just kept
It was
fucking
okay.
pushing it.
I still haven't
pushing
seen
it,
the
more
first one because I didn't
convoluted
think I
story.
was not interested in it at all. And
Well, the
I
story
got it
got
from my
so
brother.
convoluted and crazy, and they tried to outgross in every movie. Then they tried the Hostel movies to outgross the Saw movies. It's like everything was like
The
it was a gross.
premise for Hostel was pretty good.
I
Like,
did.
the first
I did
time you
enjoy the
watch
first
it.
Hostel, but I
Yeah, but
have
they
not
just-
rewatched
Yeah,
that
I
film
think
in
it,
decades.
and they weren't scary to me. They were just
No.
gross as fuck, and they were getting grosser. It's like,
And I don't like torture porn movies because it's just kind of like it's just more about how gross you can get. I'm like, I don't find that entertaining. It's more about creepy imagery, Nightmare on Elm Street, creepy imagery, And Jason Takes Manhattan, like creepy little boy Jason in the alley. And that's better than fucking Saw.
Let's end it on this one. This comes from Snell's World. What is the best video game movie
Mortal
in
Kombat.
the 90s?
I do like
Oh, yeah.
more Mortal
Oh,
Kombat
yeah.
movie.
oh, definitely, yeah. That
I'm
first
trying to
Mortal
think one
Kombat, yeah,
that-
great.
But they all kind of suck, don't they?
And you could make the case
I
for Street
love
Fighter.
Tomb Raider, but that movie's kind of sucked.
Nah.
Yeah,
that
no,
movie
Tomb Raider
sucks.
sucks.
No, Street
I
Fighter's a
love
lot
the
of
game,
fun.
but I hated the movies.
The,
Super
the first
Mario
Mortal Kombat
Brothers.
movie. Oh my god, what a wretched fucking movie! Oh, that was horrible, horrible.
What
And I
other
didn't
video
like-
game movies were there?
Double Dragon.
Oh god, another horrible.
I like
movie.
the Street
That's-
Fighter movie actually, but not
Yeah.
as the video game movie.
No, it's
Yeah,
just
I
a
gotta
fun
go back
movie.
and watch that as a different perspective, like when I was
What, Double
telling Tyler
Dragon?
last
Or are you
week.
talking
No,
Street
Street Fighter.
Street
Oh,
Fighter.
This is
yeah.
yeah.
Watch Street Fighter as a G.I. Joe movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
remember that's what we were talking about last week
Yeah.
when I asked Tyler about it. So I will rewatch it in that
Do
aspect.
you own it, Joe, or
Yes, I do, but I just wasn't watching it. I have it, but I didn't watch it.
well, damn it, watch it and just be prepared to say something about it next week. I
Next
don't
week?
know
Okay.
if Ren likes it or anything like that, but if he doesn't, fuck it. We'll still talk about it anyway.
Okay.
He'll have to sit here because he's here.
Oh shit. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mortal
Joe
Kombat
sounds so
for me
deflated.
as well, he's tired.
No, I'm fine. I'm just gonna go.
That's the most work he's done all week.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm a lazy bastard. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you
Sitting around
like,
holding himself.
subscribe. What is you choking, Rebecca? You okay?
She had to move her mic so she could cough.
Okay, I thought she was choking for a second. She freaked me out.
I'm not choking. I'm just coughing.
Oh, okay.
I thought Joe was
Alright,
going to throw up because she was
No.
choking.
Well, if you're new to this channel, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell so you can always be notified when we go live. And until next time, have a powerful day.
How about a bumper sandwich, booger lips?
Is that gonna be Casey Jones from the Turtles?
No,
Since
but
you're
you've
trying
seen
to
this
throw me
movie. You have seen this movie. Joe probably has, and Rebecca, I don't know. Rebecca may have seen. It's a Halloween movie. It takes place at Halloween. It's a kids' film or a family film. There's monsters in it.
Monster
It's not Monster Squad, is it?
No,
It's not
no,
Little Monster, is it?
no.
Sorry, I don't know.
Kids movie? Halloween?
I'm thinking of that. I'm
Family?
thinking of Little Vampire movie.
What, the Littlest Vampire?
Littlest Vampire.
No.
Are you clicking around Nathan cheating? What are you doing, Nathan?
I'm not. What I'm doing is clicking on Tyler's mic settings and switching echo cancellation on and off, so we don't get the garbly robot thing that happens to him every
Oh.
few minutes.
Okay. Is this a 90s movie, Tyler?
Yeah, it's a
or-
90s film. Yeah. I saw it in theaters when it came out, too.
Grim
This line
says,
was in
Yeah,
the
Grim's
trailers.
got
Grim
it.
says Hocus Pocus.
Nope.
I was about to
No?
say, 'cause
Oh.
that's. Oh, speaking of overrated movies, Hocus Pocus. Yes.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Have you
Hocus
watched
Po-
the sequel? I've not
Hocus
watched
Pocus.
it.
No, I'm not
Sucks.
going to. It's a piece of shit.
I've not
Just like
watched
the
it.
first one.
I saw what the sequel was going to be about. Fuck, no, I ain't watching
Really?
it.
I've not seen anything for it. I just heard there's a sequel on Disney.
No, I
Plus.
read the synopsis for it because I'm like, I'm not going to see this. And sure enough, it's like they you know what? I'm not even going to bother. Fuck that
Nathan,
movie.
you said part 1 sucked ass too? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
Hocus Pocus sucks, man.
I love Hocus Pocus. Sarah Jessica Parker's
Overrated.
fucking hot in it. It is not.
Overrated.
It is now because people are just like, oh my god, I love Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, now
Like,
it is, but back then when it was this hidden gem that nobody talked about.
Yeah,
was
like, it
cool.
didn't-
But
I
now
don't think
people
it did
are
great.
acting like it's this amazing thing.
See, that's what I can't stand about movies that are like nobody. And maybe like a couple of friends you know like the film, but you don't know anybody else. And then all of a sudden, we're gonna merchandise the fuck out of this film
when
everywhere
there's
you
a whole
go.
section
Hocus
at
pocus
Spirit
pocus.
Halloween dedicated to it, you're like, this
Mhm.
isn't what I remember.
It almost
Yeah.
makes it uncool, just like what they done with Star Wars.
The
Like,
funny thing
oh,
is, I
God.
think cosplay made it popular, not actually people remembering it, but people like,
So
oh,
you
I
and
know
John
that
are to blame.
cosplay. We've never cosplayed Hocus Pocus.
It's all your fault.
Yeah, but you're in the culture.
What is the answer, Tyler? I can't figure this shit out.
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Aw.
God.
I know that movie, but I didn't get it.
I figured
I
you all
suck.
knew it.
I mean,
I love the
I-
Ernest movies too.
I've only watched
Just-
Ernest Scared
yeah.
Stupid probably maybe 4 or 5 times.
What? That's it?
Yeah, I probably
How
should
about
have
Ernest
watched it
Goes to
again.
Jail? I loved Ernest
Yeah.
Goes to Jail. That was.
I
I
that was a
haven't
lot of
seen
fun.
that one since I was a kid.
I love Ernest. I love
Yeah,
the
Ernest
old lady
Ernest Goes
he
to Jail.
does.
Ernest
Yeah.
Scared Stupid were my favorites of the Ernest films. Like Ernest Goes to Camp was okay, and
he
Ernest Saves
save
Christmas, I
Christmas?
didn't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like
Yeah.
that one. I didn't. I wasn't too big. And then Ernest Rides Again. And then there was
I
all
don't
these
think I've ever
shitty
seen
straight to
that.
videos.
I've never seen the rides again. I think
it
the Goes
sucked.
to
I
Jail I've
rented
seen
it.
the most. Probably.
Yeah, there's an
Goes to
Ernest
Jail.
Goes to Ernest in the Army, Ernest Slam Dunk, Ernest Goes to Africa, Ernest
God.
Goes to Toledo, Ohio. I mean, it's
There
just
you go.
all
Something
these
happened
shitty
where
sequels.
he was less involved with those ones, and like he was just doing it because he needed the money, but he was less involved with like the writing and everything. And
God, I know about all those other
That's why
ones.
they
Yeah, he did a shitload of straight to videos, but the Jail and Scared Stupid were great. I mean,
JSP saying Trick or Treat's getting
You
more
bet your
love.
ass. Well
And
deserved.
it's a
too.
good movie, but it
It
kind of
is.
it's
hurt
getting
me.
it's getting
It hurt me.
oversaturated.
Yeah, it hurt me a little bit to go see all that merchandise. I'm like, oh no, now it's gonna turn into a thing where like I'm gonna not like it anymore.
I
And
still love it. I watch it
Yeah,
every
but there's-
Halloween. I love that it went to the theater.
It's a great Halloween
is.
movie. I
It
love
is.
the anthology aspect. I like how it intertwines together.
It's really a fucking good movie. It is.
But it's just I don't know if I guess it's
When-
just part of that a little bit of the elitist attitude I get with shit sometimes. I'm just like when everyone starts liking it, I'm like
Yeah,
that's
it
when I
becomes
kind of back
uncool.
away and I'm
Some
like
of them
yeah.
know the. It seems like they
It's
enjoy the
certain when
character.
certain
and
people start liking it. When the
Yes.
same
Yeah.
people who would have made fun of you for liking it before start liking it, it
But
makes you not like
and
it.
the thing, Rebecca, is they like the character and merchandise more than the actual movie. Like they wouldn't know,
Yeah.
like, hey, what
Right.
about this part?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, I don't remember it too well. It's like, okay, so you don't like the movie, you just like Sam and the merchandise or shit. or
Yeah,
saying,
and you're
"Hey,
just
I
like
this."
Charlie Brown's an asshole, and they're just like, what? And you're like, that's
Yeah.
from the movie, and they're like, oh yeah, but I don't know, I like Sam.
All I know is I got
voice
this shirt at
acting."
Hot Topic. It was on sale. I got a free
Yeah.
guitar pick with it.
Yeah. I love all the stuff with Trick or
They're that
Treat.
guy from Jaws. Oh, what?
Oh yeah,
Tiger
yeah.
Shark.
Oh what? Yeah, no,
And
it's
Ernest Goes Pee because
Tiger Shark.
Worst
Well,
Tom
it's-
Hanks movie.
Joe versus the volcano.
Hey, I like that movie.
You have
I
bad
saw the
taste.
movie once. I remember the
It's
hammerhead
funny.
shark in it. Was cool.
It's nostalgic for me.
Rebecca, I want you to help me out with this. I know
It
I'm not
looks like
fucking
we're
crazy.
in for a blow.
You got to help me out, Rebecca. I
Yes.
swear that movie, Joe versus the Volcano, was on some, I don't know what fucking channel it was, and it had a different name when it was on TV.
I believe so. I believe you're right.
Yeah.
I
What the
believe you're right. I've always known it as Joe versus the Volcano, but I believe I've seen it called something else and it confused the shit out of me.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what the fuck is going on?
That
Yeah,
happens
Joe
with
versus
things,
Vol-
and I don't understand why. When I was a little kid, I
Yeah.
used to watch this She-Ra ripoff called Princess Guinevere and the Jewel Riders. That I knew it like that, and then later I found out it was Princess Starla in the Jewel Riders. I'm like, why the
That's
fuck does
strange.
it have a different name?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know
Is
why
that
they
that
do
90s toy line?
It was really bad. Yeah, it was a really bad show, but as a little kid, I liked it. And then that's one of the things that actually I was watching that, and I was watching Xena, and my brother was like, "You're not watching this shit. You're gonna watch the original She-Ra." So he rented the original She-Ra for me, and I was like, "Oh, this is so much better."
Yeah, I
I
couldn't
still
get
like
into
Xena though,
Hercules.
but not.
I couldn't
not
get into that or Hercules. I thought they were so lame.
And fuck
Sonny's
Hercules
got the
Sorbo.
itchies.
Yeah, I just thought they were
Yeah,
so
I've seen
dorky. The
that.
fights were so lame.
That's why I like them actually. Not so much Hercules, but I like Xena because of the.
What about Cold to
weirdness
Conquer?
of
Did you
it.
see that? I saw that movie, piece of shit in theaters.
Yes, I saw that movie.
I saw it in Fairfax.
I was
It
so excited. I was
God, it was
like,
bad. It was
I was
so
like,
bad.
Carl. I was like, this is Conan's dad, kind of, because
Oh,
that's what
God,
they
it
were
was-
promoting. I'm like, oh, this is like, Conan's ancestor, and then I saw it. I was like, fuck this. And
Yeah,
then
it was
think that it was
bad.
originally going to be a third Conan
Yeah, the third
movie.
Conan film.
I
Yeah,
was like, oh geez, thank God that didn't happen.
yeah.
that sucked.
Arnold's
That
career
sucks.
was not
Kevin
doing the
Sorbo
best.
is no fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. Jesus Christ,
No,
he's
no.
not a very good actor.
No, he's not. Oh God, he's bad. And yet people just were blowing loads over those two shows. I'm like, it must have been like the people who think like Trick or Treat is cool now, like those people. Like this is what they think fantasy, like, cool fantasy films are supposed to be. Like, oh yeah, they talk like me, like when I go to school. And,
Oh yeah, it's
you
not
know,
accurate at all. Where you have like Caesar and Hercules like butting heads, you're like, this isn't historically accurate at all. But they were fun. I liked them as a kid, and I still like Xena to this day.
As
I
you
guess
know,
I
seems
I
alright.
understand why people have like an affinity for those shows, but I just, I couldn't get into it. Like I just like it's not Willow, it's
You
not
see
Conan.
the horrible Beastmaster show that came out about that time? I could not stomach it
I didn't
because
want
I
to give it a
knew
shot. I did not
because
want
I
to
knew
try
the
it.
movie, and I was like, this is not Beastmaster.
Yeah, that's not Mark Singer, so fuck it. I'm
Yeah,
not watching
exactly. I'm like, who is this dude? Why is this so
it. Yeah.
bad?
Even though he shows up in the show later on.
That's right.
know.
I heard that. You know what fucking Amazon did? They put Beastmaster on Amazon Prime, and they have Mark Singer on the poster, and I'm like, what? Is this like one of the sequels? I click on it's a fucking TV show. I'm like, get Mark Singer off of there, please.
I guess they figure that they're not going to recognize the guy who plays
That's
the
how they
Beastmaster.
get me. That's
Yeah.
how they got me to click on it.
Condolences to you, Tyler, about your wife,
Oh yeah. Mark Singer thought I was married.
and that your wife died.
Yeah, my wife died. I was like, no, I'm talking about my dog. I don't. Yeah,
I was dying.
That's so
dying.
fucking funny. Oh, I'm sorry.
I should have went with yeah. She died. Thanks for bringing up such a painful memory.
Thanks, Mark
She
Singer.
really loved the Beastmaster TV show.
Yeah, she's like, so why am Mark in this movie or in this series or whatever the fuck?
Fuck.
God, that was a fun conversation though.
That's
with
on
him.
the channel if you guys.
It was on the
go
channel. When you see me talk to the Beastmaster or Peter Cullen or Frank Welker or He-Man himself, they're all in there for your enjoyment. I'm surprised how well those videos have done. Like some of those are like over 1,000 views.
Yeah, I thought one
Hey,
was
look-
over 2,000. I thought.
Maybe I haven't looked at all of them, so I just like the
I
one.
thought the one with Welker was over 2,000.
Maybe it
I
is
could be
because the
wrong.
one with Peter Cullen popped up on my like recommended
look.
videos and like
Oh,
over that like 1,000 views. Like really?
Oh yeah.
That's-
All right. So Peter Cullen's 1,000. Frank Welker's 2,000.
Told
Holy
you.
shit!
See?
Wow.
Mark Singer's 227.
I don't understand that.
Guys, go hit that one up
Understand.
so you can hear Mark Singer thinking that Tyler has a
My
wife
God.
and that she's dead. And
Yeah,
it's-
dead wife. Yeah.
Warwick Davis did pretty good. Didn't the one with Warwick Davis do pretty
that's
good?
a 6'11", and the one with Dolph is at 839.
Wow.
I mean, it's not droning 45-minute videos complaining about toys, so it's not gonna do us that well.
Yeah, constantly saying that Thundercat figures are ugly, like
We need to change our shit, man. We need to just change it to us just like
bitching
reviewing-
about toys the
bitching
entire
about
time.
toys the whole time.
Yeah. Well, what we'll do is this is bad. Just look at this. So if you like this video, please subscribe to it and send me some fucking money.
Are you
Yeah.
looking to make a custom out of that?
Well,
There we go. Let me put the subscribe thing.
I could
gonna
make a
do?
custom out of this because it's just sitting on my floor. I have no use
Dar?
for it.
You can make a dar out of that.
You can make a dar out of this. Come on, keep going. What else can you make with it?
You make a hat, a
Um,
brooch, a pterodactyl.
Not
Never
you,
mind.
Joe, because we know
Come
you're not
on.
gonna do shit with it.
Ah!
Those are crap.
You said you
Go.
wanted the one version of Conan from the
I,
comics.
I
with
did the John
the
Buscema version
hairstyles.
of Conan. Yeah, that hairstyle would work. Yeah. Come on, give me some others.
That's
Come
what I
on.
would
Give me
do.
some. What else? You got?
We already made you a
Zula.
Zula, so
Give
Yeah.
it to me. Give it to me.
Yeah.
we need to find a female to make a Bellite, and then you can have Conan.
Is that how you pronounce your name?
That's how I'm sure I'm pronouncing it fucking wrong. Because I'm
Joe,
always
how do you
like,
pronounce your name?
Whose name?
Bellite. That's how I've always said it, and I'm sure I'm saying it fucking wrong.
I thought it was like Belit or something like
Bellite.
that.
That sounds better. I'll
Yeah.
go with
I
that.
wish we get in contact with Roy.
I
Thomas.
read so many things, and I'm like, I'm sure I'm pronouncing this wrong, but that's how it stuck in my head.
Yeah. I know, but I asked Joe because I know he wouldn't know.
Yeah, no clue.
And he
Yeah.
wouldn't make the custom. And even if he did, you'd have to wait months for him to mail it to you.
Well,
even though
I-
everything's
He's
done.
Well, it'd be even
Conan's-
longer than that
he's
because I don't even know
Conan's
how much
true
it
love
costs to get a
the
custom
Friendly
from Joe.
Comic Books.
It's all
Mail-
coming though.
Mail my
Hey,
shit, Joe. Mail
I
my
really-
shit.
I'm gonna mail it. I'm mailing this week.
You know
I
what?
promise.
You just
You
just
said
get
that
the figures
like
back
5
send them
times
to
over.
Rebecca. Rebecca
Yeah,
will get
but
them done
I just-
quicker.
I ain't got to the post office yet. It's all done. But
I'm
I'll
just
mail
thinking
it.
about it. Like, I bet Joe is waiting for me to mail him something in a box
No.
that's big enough for him to put those figures in because he doesn't
I
have
do-
anything.
Well, I do check for boxes usually at the store. Sometimes
You
they don't
know,
have
you
them,
know,
but
Joe. Ren has done 2 commissions for me in the last couple of months,
he's a better worker than I am, though.
and I have paid him entirely for both those commissions. A lot of money for those.
He's a good worker, and we'll be having him on next week. Remember,
Yeah, and
Ren's joining us next week.
So where the fuck is my Black Star?
I'm a slacker. I'm a really bad slacker. But yeah, I promise it's all gonna be shipped, Nathan. I'm gonna
Joe,
find a
you
good
can
box and
go
everything.
get free boxes at the liquor store, man. When you
Can
go
you?
there, like if you move, you just be like, just walk in there, just be like, hey, I'm moving. Do you have any boxes that I can have?
Well, I don't go to liquor stores. I gotta think if there's one around here. I don't even know actually.
Hey
But
Rebecca,
that's a good idea.
I also got this trap jaw.
Ooh.
What we could do with him?
I
What
would
can we
have
do
to
with this
probably
one?
build him an arm because I'm trying to think of somebody with a weird arm that I could build because that'd be good excuse to like.
Yeah. I did like the Forza T figures. I was gonna ask Joe to do that, but he said, "Fuck you, Tyler. I ain't doing shit."
Yeah, you can do techno with that, Rebecca.
It's-
Just remember, you got to get a Zodak
Yeah.
head and everything. You do techno.
Zodiac head.
Are we still live?
Yeah.
Yes, and I gotta go
Yeah,
pee.
shut this off.
Yeah. So if you're
Oh.
gonna be inappropriate,
This
wait.
is like what our after show sounds like.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
weren't you and Nathan gonna do something like like a the late
Dude,
show or the graveyard shift or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that?
yeah. But here's what happened. So
Joe got mad because he
now
wasn't invited.
Victoria's Secret has me coming in off hours. like about the time.
they have her working, and then I got sick, and then I'm just like, I don't know. I get home and I like don't want to do anything, So that's why it hasn't happened.
And
But
Rebecca's
actually-
sitting there waiting.
No, but I can show this off real quick. So what we would have, so you guys see the Fans of Power logo. So it's basically just going to be Graveyard Shift with Nate and Newt, and then she made a little video, that intro video that I'll play right now. And that's
I
what
like
it was going to
that.
be.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, maybe eventually one day.
I'll do it eventually. But God,
eventually.
was it bad timing
Well,
for us to plan that?
it's
Because
the
right
great-
after that,
great name
Victoria's
for, like,
Secret's Oh no, you
What?
go ahead, Tyler. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say like it's a great like title for like another like spin-off of our whereas Joe would have us put it on a separate channel because he doesn't want to get confused with the He-Man. We wouldn't want that.
Boy, my internet
Yeah.
has turned to crap. Everybody's turned glitchy, so that means you guys.
No,
are seeing
see,
me
no,
glitchy.
yeah. Joe seems
look
like
clear.
Actually, yeah. Tyler's the one with the shitty.
Yeah, you're
quality
perfectly
right now.
fine.
Yeah, you look super clear.
Really,
Jeff.
because you
Yeah.
guys all seem fine to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, is what it is. Ren's next week.
All right, see
Tyler,
you guys. I gotta go
get-
pee.
Get your boxing gloves on, Tyler. You guys are
Sunny.
probably gonna have it
Oh,
out.
Say
we're ready
goodbye.
to go, man. It's gonna be like Tyson the Holyfield
Say
next
goodbye.
week. Nathan's gonna be like Don King.
If I could get my hair to stand straight
Yeah.
up like I used to, I would do it.